Oh yeah, it's time for the talks. Yeah, things got really political yesterday, but it was fun. Like it was a fun deviation from the norm. You know what I mean? Having those kinds of conversations openly, everybody getting real passionate with their stance. But I maintain, man. We the U.S. of A, baby. We get shit done out here. Feel me? So yeah, man. Was in the gym earlier doing shoulder presses and shit. And yo, my left shoulder was killing me, dog. Like I might have to lay off of those for a minute. I hate when that happens. When you're used to doing a lift, but sometimes you overdo it. And if it's a heavy lift, you got to kind of lay off of it for a while and come back to it. I hate that because usually you kind of got to start the process over. That when you start again because you haven't been doing it, that lift is going to be weak for you. So normally I do it with what is it, with 270s. I'll press 270s, and I'll press them about 5 to 6 times, then four, then maybe 3 to 4 again. you know because I divide them in between the machine and the dumbbells. I start off with the dumbbells, then later on, I'll do some machine presses. I don't really like relying just on machine presses because it gives you optimal leverage. It's a false sense of security almost when you're doing machine presses. You don't have the stabilizers working, your stabilizer muscles working. So, you're not really doing 140, 150 on a machine, Like I like dumbbells. Like when you pick up a dumbbell and you press a dumbbell, that's 140. That's 150. It is. You know what I mean? Hey, yo, man, shut your ass up, man. It wasn't nothing tight about them motherfucking shirts, motherfucker. Motherfucker just getting a little bit cacked out here. It wasn't nothing tight about them shirts, motherfucker. Hell, this thermal is tight. It's hugging the shit out of me. Fuck is you talking about? But yeah, and yeah, that lift, like I hurt my left shoulder. I hurt it. So it's recuperating. Like, yeah, it's recovering, but it's taken a while because, well, I keep pressing, I keep doing overhead presses. And on the machine, they don't hurt. But with the dumbbells, like, yeah, it hurts a bit. So I'm probably gonna have to lay off of that for 2 months. I don't really want to, but it's like, dude, you have to. If you want it to heal and you want it to come back stronger, you gonna have to leave those alone for a little bit. So I'm gonna have to swap those out for like some front raises or some shit. I don't want to do that, but it is what it is. And yeah, we got two cards. Amanda Serrano kicked off the year last weekend. This one we have two cards. We have Agit Kabayel's homecoming fight, which is going to be on the zone, and what is the other one? Dalton Smith versus Subriel Matias. I'm gonna buy it. I am gonna buy it. There's nothing else on that night, so it's like fuck it. Probably shouldn't because it's like, yo, y'all got a lot of nerve charging pay-per-view for this shit, but what can we do, bro? What the fuck can we do? I got Matthias, Johnny. I got Matthias. I think everything is working for him. The thing about Dalton Smith looks like he has the right style for the assignment, but I don't know about his experience level. It, and I said this before that it's either you believe that Dalton, because I don't see Dalton doing what Liam Pato did. I don't see that. It's either you believe that Dalton is going to get him early or Subriel is going to wear him down late. And I feel like Subriel is going to wear him down late because Dalton hasn't had to deal with this kind of pressure. Very persistent guy. He's got a chin, and that he throws punches and bunches. He's not going to leave you alone. He's basically a Puerto Rican William Zepeda. Basically, he's a Puerto Rican William Zepeda. So I'm leaning towards Matias to keep his belt and to win this weekend. That's what I think is going to happen. It's still crazy that they decided to do that thing, though. It is like, you guys are nuts. You put up $1.9 million to do this fight, and you're not going to make it back in ticket sales. We can see that because the tickets haven't been moving, and you're not going to make it back in pay-per-view sales. Fuck it, fuck it, whatever. But yeah, man. Fucking hurt my goddamn shoulder, man. That shit. But you got to do what you got to do, you know? Ray, what the fuck? What it do?
Nothing, just chilling at home. What's up with you?
Well, shit, waiting for these fights this weekend, man. $40, bro. I think it's like $40 for that shit.
I
That's
mean, at this point, they're probably just saying like we're the only place that shows boxing. We can charge what we want.
well, no, it's pay-per-view.com. It's not the zone. It's
Oh,
paper.
really?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Wait for Dalton Smith.
Yeah, because it's not a matchroom show. Dol
Oh, because Fresh
Subriel.
Promotions won it.
Yeah, it's not a match. Like if it was a matchroom show, it wouldn't have been a pay-per-view. It would have just been on the zone. That shit is a pay-per-view, homie. 40 cash. I'm gonna pay it. I'm gonna pay the bullshit. Well, I gotta figure it out because I gotta get it on my TV. Payperview.com is a website. I gotta
No,
be
no,
able
it
to
could go
get.
on your TV.
But
Got a smart
how?
TV. You could get the app.
Yeah, I got a smart TV. I got a smart TV.
Yeah, just get the app then.
Well, I'll probably get that shit and watch that shit on there, man. But there's not much in terms of meat and potatoes on the undercard. Like Emmanuel Rodriguez, you remember him, the IBF guy.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, he's a good fighter. Pretty fun,
No, he's a good
decently
fighter.
fun
He
to watch.
he's trying to win a title at 118 again. For the third time. Because I think he
Who's
got one
he
after.
fighting?
I don't know, some fucking guy. It's an
Oh, I
eliminator
thought.
too.
Oh, never mind. I thought it was for the actual title.
No, no, no. It's an
Um,
eliminator. It's an eliminator for a title. It's like he going on another run again. It's not a whole lot in terms of meat and potatoes on that undercard, but it is what it is. Like, yeah, I'll watch it. And then you got this dude, Agit Kabayel, in the afternoon. He gonna fight some dude in Germany. I ain't never seen that dude. I don't know who that dude is, but he gonna fight that dude. You know. And then I think one of the better fights this month is the Andy Cruz Murataya. I'm looking forward to that. Everybody's kind of focused on Shakur and Lopez, where I'm kind of not. Like, bro, I know what that fight gonna look like. We all know what that fight gonna look like.
yeah. I don't think it's like gonna be like like Shakur knocking him out, but I think what was it called? I've seen some people kind of like go and say when you look at it, Teal's fast. It was like also fast. He's also athletic and all that other stuff. As fucked up as it is gonna sound when I say these next words,
Go ahead.
Tio is going to Tio is going to try to like be more aggressive in this fight. Like he's gonna try to like he's at his hometown basically.
Yeah.
He's fighting a guy that's from New Jersey. He knows that he doesn't want to be like that guy's gonna be on the defensive. He's gonna try to go after him. And
Like
he's
he
just
did,
not
like
he's
he
never
did
been good at it.
Jermaine. Like he did
Yeah.
Jermaine.
And it's
That's
like I don't see the best case scenario like best case scenario you lose a close decision. I don't really see other things happening.
I mean, just put it in perspective that, and I know that this is sort of a tired talking point, but it matters. Claggett was not a guy you had to chase. He was in front of you. You didn't have to go out there and look for him and find him. He's not doing the Sugarfoot thing where he's moving lateral, right? He's not pot shotting. He was right in front of you. And if you couldn't get rid of that guy, I don't see this, homie. I don't see it. I don't see. And motherfuckers say whatever that you always counting T.O. out. Okay, motherfucker, then you bet on him because I'm not. I'm not. I don't see it. You're going to have to show me because I don't see it at all. The most I could ask Shakur to do for me, which I don't even think he's going to do because he's just not that guy, make a show of it. Embarrass him, don't just go for the one and the two, the occasional pot shot, put it on him because this is a big fight. This is the biggest fight of your career. It actually is. Like, yeah, biggest fight with the biggest name. I heard the tickets are selling well, which is good.
Yeah, like I thought I would be able to like well one I got the date mixed because I thought it was happening in December of the 31st. So I was actually disappointed at them and I was like, damn, you got a decent amount of these seats open. I don't see nobody talking about the fight. I checked the calendars on the 31st. So I think the tickets are selling well, better than I thought. I thought
Way
this would
better
kind
than
of be
my dude, way
dead.
better than I thought. Like the last shit I saw, which was last week, it really wasn't that many seats left. And this is the big room, right? This not the Hulu. This is the big room. And yo, them shits is moving. Shits is moving. Like, good for them. I mean, I didn't really think this fight would move the needle like that. I didn't because I'm like, you know, Shakur got that reputation, and T.O. is a dickhead. So it's like, I don't know how excited people are gonna be.
He has the reputation, but it's like I guess like at the end of the day, one his last fight wasn't that bad. It was
It
actually pretty
wasn't. It
good.
wasn't. It wasn't. Zepeda
So
was good.
there's that. And then Tio, when you look at it, he's also coming off of what you would say is like best performance possible. Like even if you think the fight wasn't that interesting, I would say on that night, the only person I saw anybody really cheering for was Tio.
Yeah, he's the only one who really performed up to, performed. Let's say performed, not just won. Because Devin won, but, bruh,
Yeah.
How
So
I
it's
go
like
with Big
when it
Dev.
could just be like, hey, both of you are riding enough of a high enough wave, and this is a fight that's happening in a place where both of your fans can go. Damn.
Here come Ignacio with that reverb, dog.
But
He on his.
It's your link.
No, it's not, because that ain't nobody else shit doing that.
but yeah, like yeah, it's close to both of their towns. It's two guys that they've had good performances recently anyway, so I could see some people being fooled to buying a ticket. I don't want to say
Yeah,
fool, but low-key, that's kind of how I feel watching.
not fool, but the other thing is you got those people that they low key like the sweet science bullshit. The feints and the foot feints and the foot, all that bullshit. Whereas I'm like, yeah, I'm not even gonna pretend I care about any of that shit. There's a strong possibility that if your fight is happening at the same time as Xander's, I'm probably gonna be paying attention to Xander's. I probably am. To be real with you, once we figure out where the fuck we can watch it, because we still don't know.
My
Second
money's
week
on
of
Tubi.
second week of fucking January, we don't know where to watch that fucking fight, bro. Second week of January, we don't know. I seen motherfucking Riviera got his ass beat this weekend, dog. Y'all seen that shit?
Which Riviera?
The little Puerto Rican one, the little dude. He was unbeaten.
Oh, he got beat. He lost.
Yeah, but he got his ass beat by an ex-world champion, Jules. Come on
I
now.
know.
Who was it?
But I wasn't. Who was that? Jonathan
Bomba Gonzalez.
Bomba Gonzalez.
Oh, that kind of
Bomba.
does look a little bit bad.
Bomba, but Bomba was fucking him up, bro. Like I was like, yo, shit. Shout out to Bomba, man. Yeah, he put it on him, man. Experience is what it was. He fucked. That was a good fight, but yeah, man. Like of the fights on this calendar, believe it or not, I'm looking more forward to Cruz versus Muratalla than Shakur and Teofimo.
That's crazy.
I'm gonna be honest. It sounds like it. No. You got fatigue. That's why. Because in reality, you're like, oh, I don't like it because the sweet science shit, right? All right, bro. Cruz versus Murataya is that sweet science shit too, bro.
Not because Murataya, I see it. I guess the reason I'm more intrigued by it, it's not just the styles. It's not like Andy has a whole heap of fights. What he got? 5-6 fights, homie. That's what he got. That there's enough room in there. I don't think he's gonna lose, Ray. I have him winning, but there is enough of a chance that no, you could lose. I mean, this guy's better than most of the guys you fought, even if he is limited. He is still better than most of the guys you fought. You ain't fought nobody like that, So that's at least intriguing. And what's this shit? Josh Kelly, is that this month or is that next month? Josh Kelly. Yeah, that's actually
that's the same day as the Shakur fight.
Yep, that's the same day as that
all
fight.
Three
yeah,
on the same date.
Bro, I love watching motherfuckers get their ass beat. Like Josh is about to get his ass beat, bro.
But why not put that on a separate date?
No, I want it the same day. I'm gonna be live that whole day. I'm getting all that money. Fuck that. I'm trying to see him get his ass beat.
Oh, because that's in the UK, right?
Yeah, that's in the UK. It's in the afternoon. It's gonna be basically the lead-in to all the stuff at night. It's the lead-in. You watch that, then you watch the other shit. He's gonna get fucked up. Like I don't see no way he don't get fucked up. He's gonna get fucked up.
Yeah, I don't know. The only thing I do wonder is like, I really don't. Murtazalia really does not have a lot of shit that I think is like that impressive. It's literally just that Tim fight.
No, but not impressive. But he gives me more I guess, a better yardstick, right? And the reason I say that is because Cole K is better than anything on Kelly's resume. And it's not like Kelly been out here fighting Jack Cole K's that, it's Jack Cole K, right? Right. But he's always been a solid guy at 154. And he's always been a guy who makes other guys look bad even when they beat him. And Josh, who is it that you beat the last 4 or 5 years that, is better than that? Not just the Tim Zoo fight, but also the Cole K fight. You don't have nothing like that. You don't got nothing like that. So I'm pretty confident that he's gonna get his Josh Kelly. He's gonna, that's going down. It's gonna
Yeah,
happen to him.
I think back rub knocks him into the Stone Age, man. For real.
That's just fucking Stone Age. Yeah, yeah. And that's the same day as Lopez and Shakur. Same day as Xander and Abbas Baru. That top
gonna be
rank
a good fight,
situation.
Carl.
That top rank situation is looking grave, bro. Like, what is going on, y'all? What's
Yeah, 'cause,
happening?
like, nothing happening by this point is like a bit worrying because it's like, damn, are you guys just gonna be like out of business? It's like that's it.
I mean, if they don't get a deal, Ray, that's everything that makes the machine move is reliant on network money. It always has been. No network gives you a budget, you Lou DiBella. Bro, you main events. With no budget, yeah, you them. If
Pretty
you don't got if you ain't got somebody kicking out some big money to your ass, that's it. And you
I
got
remember.
and didn't they start cutting fighters? Like, not the good ones, but like, didn't they cut some fighters?
Yeah, they did. They cut like some guys that I've seen on like Pro Bucks, like Charlie Sheehy. I know he's cut permanently. Probably a couple of prospects I don't remember the name of.
Yeah, man, it's looking bad. And this is arguably the second week of January. This is arguably the second week of January, and still no rumors, no rumblings, no preliminary news, no sources, nothing about like, yo, what's going on? Like, have y'all finalized anything with anybody? It's bad, bro. It's bad. It's looking bad. And you got to fight at the end of the month. Where the fuck are we supposed to watch it? Don't say Tubi. Yo, if it's Tubi, bro.
Embarrassing, bro.
Yeah, I mean, like, Tubi got movies. Motherfuckers gonna stop talking shit about Tubi. They do got some good movies, like some real movies, not just all that funny ass shit people be posting. Tubi do got some legit movies and shit. I think I seen Batman on there or some shit. They got movies. ESPN is a sports network. They should have. I mean, I agree with you, D Styles. Like, I agree with you. And, I got a buddy in production. He told me that they were willing to have boxing on their platform, but under different circumstances. They don't want to do the 80, 90 million exclusivity deal. They want the wiggle room to work with other promoters. Now, I don't know what other promoters they trying to work with, but somebody who's really clued in told me that months ago, but that was months ago.
Yo, you wanna know some funny ass shit about Tubi, right? So, my girl was telling me about how she was at her daughter's school talking to one of the little kids, and that she was like, they're talking about some movie that you could watch like on Disney Plus or some shit, right?
Mm.
And the little girl's like, oh, I don't have Disney Plus. She's like, well, you could probably watch it on Netflix. She said, well, I don't have Netflix. And so my girl was like, well, what do you have? Like, what do you watch movies on? She's like, on Tubi. And she was like, oh, poor girl. I was like, hey, yo, like,
Hey,
I was like, calm the fuck down, yo. She got Wi-Fi and a smart TV to watch movies, nigga. That's more than I had as a kid.
I mean, that is true. You know what I mean? Like,
I was
shit.
watching movies on VCR when I was a kid. Bro.
No, and Pluto too. Pluto has stuff, right?
Pluto, Peacock, they be having shit.
No, Peacock not free. Chill out. I got Peacock. Peacock is not free.
The
That
best
shit,
on
that shit's
Peacock's
like
not
trash.
free.
I'm not gonna lie, bro.
Nah, Peacock got some shits.
They
Sometimes
they got the collections, bro.
they got the collections, bro. Come on, they got Ninja Turtles. Don't they got Ninja Turtles on there? The
They got
collections,
the Ninja Turtles collections. Yup. They got
right?
the
Right.
they got the
Actually, wait,
motherfucking the Potter
Jules,
collection and shit.
how do you
Go
feel
ahead,
about
Ray.
that undercard for the Tio and Shakur fight?
I'll be real with you. I'll be honest, completely honest. This may pass as a pay-per-view fight in the era that we're in, right, Ray? Stevenson versus Lopez. But to me, this feels like a top-ranked card from 5-6 years ago. This feels like what you would have got on ESPN. That this feels like, not just Lopez and Lomachenko, but generally like, this feels like a top-ranked card. But like when things were better, that I'm not looking at this and I'm like, oh shit, Ammo Williams versus Bronco Adames. Oh shoot, let me call Ray. I better call him. I better tell him that Bronco is fighting. He didn't want to fight Yanni back on one of Turkey's shows, but he'll fight Ammo. And what's another fight on there? What's another one? What, Keyshawn
Jermaine
Davis?
Ortiz against Keyshawn.
That's another fight that I'm like, this has the potential to be ass water, right? If Jermaine get on that bike and he stay on that bike,
I don't think he's doing it. He's not doing it again, bro.
You don't think he's gonna do that? You don't think?
Nah.
I
I don't think
Jules,
he saw
I
what
was
happened
gonna
the
say-
first time. He's doing that again, bro.
You were bragging about Murataya Cruz. What if Cruz decides to become Sugar Cruz?
He can't.
That could be a boring ass fight.
No. You know why? The reason why I have I'm in good spirits about that fight is, let's just say Andy tried to get on the Sugarfoot and act like a homo. I'm gonna fight like a fucking homo all night, right? You try to stay on the outside. Murataya might actually, because look, Andy. I think a lot of us favor Andy to win the fight, right? Like most of the panel favors Andy to win the fight, right? Does anybody have Raymond winning the fight? No?
No.
So I'll say this. While most people favor Andy, like myself, to win the fight, I always come back to, Andy doesn't have a lot of experience. Andy hasn't really been pushed. Even if he's been looking all right, against who? I can't name you the guys that he fought. Who were they? So there's enough there that you could say Raymond is better, at least, than who you've been fighting. So there is room for this to get scary for you. There is room for, for him to turn up. I don't think he's going to, but there's room, Andy only has 6 fights, Ignacio. That's it. You got like 6, bro. That ain't a lot.
Yeah, but he's a 30-year-old fucking contender at this point.
He is. Like, he's a 30-year-old prospect. Bro.
I mean, come on.
Shout out to Actual. Well, I guess I'm buying more crypto. Oh, well, cheers. Go buy SATs. Damn you. I dig it. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the crypto. But that fight, to talk about that card, Ray, it's only pay-per-view by today's standards to me, because to me, I really just see the kind of card that Top Rank would have put on a couple of years ago. What, Jarrell Miller versus a guy. Ammo Williams versus Bronco Adames. Jermaine Ortiz versus Key. This looked like a Top Rank card, like an old, which isn't bad, but it wasn't a pay-per-view, was it?
Yeah, no, this would have been like a regular free fucking.
Yeah.
We got Lomachenko versus Tito for free, bro.
Yeah, because it's not a bad card, but it's very hard to say, let's put Shakur in the main event.
Bro, Shakur's not main event for material.
No, he could be main event, not on pay-per-view. Yo, who the fuck is sliding a mic on their balls?
Probably
what
not.
is all that?
Stupid ass.
But I don't want to be that way. I am that way. I'm not even gonna deny. I am that way. I don't think you should pay pay-per-view for Shakur. No. For what? Why?
No.
Why? I don't think you should pay pay-per-view for Devin either. I don't think you should pay pay-per-view for any pure boxer. I'm sorry, what's gonna happen, dog? He's gonna shoot a jab. What's gonna happen? What exciting fucking thing should make this cost more than the other stuff? What?
He's gonna hold and maul on the inside.
You know what I mean? No, he's gonna do the rope-a-dope. He's gonna get punched in the mouth on the ropes and, and get into a shot. You know what I mean? Like, what's it's a good. Is it a good fight, Ray? Yes, I think we can all agree it is a good fight by good fight standards. But maybe I'm old school when I say that. Well, pay-per-view should only be for great fights, shouldn't it? Should only be for the great fights.
Yeah,
Damn. But yeah, sure. I
that's
agree
what
with
it.
that.
Well,
Like,
that's what it was. It was always reserved for the great fights. You know, one maybe, two maybe three out of the year.
Yeah, like y'all putting so much shit on there that yeah, you could look at the card and say, well, I guess ammo, Adames and ammo is a okay undercard fight. Can we agree on that? That's an okay undercard fight. If the undercard didn't cost $60.
Hey,
Right.
yeah.
You know, pay-per-views for $14 before.
Yeah, it was way cheaper than look. Some of the even the Pacquiao Mayweather era pay-per-views, some of them were only like $50-$60. They didn't always used to be. They didn't always used to be 75 to 100.
Jules, all the
That
Latin
doesn't.
Fury fucking top rank cards were $30.
That shit didn't start until Maypac, where remember that the price shot up and it stayed up after that. They're like, oh yeah, Maypac is $100. I think it was 80 for the regular and 100 for the HD. And it was like after that, the price point just stayed up there. But before that, no, that pay-per-views didn't used to cost that much. Nah.
Yeah, they were $59.99.
The very
Yeah.
first pay-per-view ever came into existence was $25. That was Ali, Joe Frazier.
Yeah.
That was not the first pay-per-view.
That was the first one. That was the first one Don King put together.
And
Are you sure you're not talking about closed circuit? Because pay-per-view didn't exist in the 70s.
Yeah, it didn't exist. You talking about
he done it from satellite TV. He didn't have. It wasn't like the same way pay-per-view was ran now.
Yeah, like it was closed circuit.
Like King Vision, he had like some kind of $25 a pop to run the satellite to your antenna. And you know, I've heard. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I heard of this.
You talking about closed circuit TV? That's what that was, and then that became pay-per-view. What in the 80s, right?
Yeah, it wasn't until the 80s when pay-per-view came out.
Yeah, you had to have the black box, and we used to steal every fucking thing. I forgot how we did it with the black box. I think we would take a wire and we would put it on the roof. I remember something about because I was a kid. I wasn't the one doing it, but it had something to do with taking a black box. You have to have the black box.
Yeah,
and then
you
like
go
I
up to the
think
roof.
then you have.
You connected it directly to your satellite.
You pull somebody else's cable wire out, put it in yours, it runs to yours, and you're getting free cable, but you're stealing it from somebody else.
Yo, those would have and the wire would come. I lived on the fourth floor, so it was the fourth floor than the roof. So it's a great setup because you had to have the extra long wire to do that shit, like the real long shit. Oh man,
you were splicing them hoes together.
Yeah, those were the days, man.
Hey, you see that picture going around of Diddy braiding Maduro's hair, talking about, hey, they took all my oil too.
Yeah, I seen that shit, man.
Yeah, I saw that. That's funny.
I tried to stay away from that subject and I'm gonna stay away from it. We're gonna talk about boxing, but like I said, it's just becoming more obvious. I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna move on. It's just becoming more obvious that the people on the left are very much anti-American with every sentiment that they express. Because if you're at a point where you're arguing in favor of a literal dictator, like he's a dictator, he literally stole an election 18 months ago. It wasn't that long ago. If this is what you arguing in favor of now, okay, we don't need to hear no more from you. Like, we're past the point of talking you arguing in favor of Maduro. Okay, dog. Even the Venezuelans are fucking happy. Some of them don't even like Trump, but they're still happy he did that. So it's like, I don't know what the fuck y'all want. I can't figure it out. What the fuck y'all want? So
just waiting for you to say gay shit and immigrants.
Yo, but if I'm real, the three biggest talking points, Ignacio, for the people on the left is gay shit, immigrants, and socialism. That's the only thing they don't care about nothing else.
That's the three pillars, bro.
For real. If it ain't about that, they don't want to come to the party. If it ain't about that, I'm like, okay, well, I don't know what the fuck y'all want, and shit. And yeah, man, like it's not a bad looking card, Ray. It's not, but it's not a great card either. Do you think it's a great card?
Nah, it's mediocre.
I won't call it mediocre, but yeah, it is the pay-per-view tag that kind
I
of
can work
changes
with
it.
it. Hey Jules, what we gonna do about Sabril this weekend? Where the fuck are we
Yo,
going?
my dude, I'm buying it. I decided like there's
But,
nothing else on that night.
but
There's
I'm
nothing
saying,
else on
where
that
do you buy it from? Where you
pay
view
per view.
it?
The bullshit pay-per-view.com, bro. If you got a smart TV, Ray just told me. If you got a smart TV, put that shit in the search bar, look for the app, and then once you got the app, you could buy that bull. I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna buy it. Like, yeah. There's
$41.99.
Yo, there's nothing else on, bro. What the fuck can we do? Nothing
like,
else on,
shit.
bro.
I'm saying that Cabiel
Some
fight
fiends.
went
He
so
fighting
high.
on Saturday. He fighting in the afternoon, though. He
Yeah,
fighting in the
he's fighting
afternoon.
at 3 p.m. Eastern.
3
Yeah,
p.m.
his shit. Yeah, his shit is on German time, bro. So
Yeah.
it's like a UK fight
Oh,
almost. Like
I thought you were talking about Super Real. I was gonna say like the fuck.
no, I'm talking about Caballel shit. But you know, it ain't gonna be nothing but Germans on that shit. I'm just letting you know. It's
Wow.
it's gonna be Farfendugens on that shit. Like,
You gonna be
don't
German
look for
bitches though?
David Adilier. If that makes that,
Oh,
David
come on.
Adilier
Nah.
is on the undercard, bro.
Oh,
David
my
Adilier.
God.
Yo, Herb,
Oh,
Jules was
shit.
just buying the pay-per-view at night because he wants to see Emmanuel Rodriguez in the comeback trail.
Yo, yo, the shit. You can't listen. You can't talk shit about me, Ignacio. Your ass was right here watching that Danny Garcia fight. You was here too, watching
Hey,
that.
I'm not gonna lie. I bought the fucking Latin Fury pay-per-view cards back in the day. So yeah, I mean, I'm not really above watching bullshit.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna fuck with it. But you know that if nothing else, here's another shot. Here's another one. Subriel versus Dalton Smith has greater potential to put forward a fun fight than Stevenson Lopez.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
Who you got?
Wait, you're saying, hold on. You're saying that a counter puncher versus a pure boxer might not steal the night?
Oh no, bro. You know, you crazy? I mean, like, seriously, like, for what you're paying for Stevenson Lopez, reality is there's more potential for this weekend's card to deliver a early entrant to fight of the year. Dalton Smith is strong and he throws punches. He no Sugarfoot fighter. He's a strong kid and he throws punches. And Subriel, you know what the fuck he's all about, trying to overwhelm you.
I'm thinking about going with Smith, Jules.
Hey,
This
you know
card
what
is
fight
kinda
was
bad.
fucking amazing? The Ergashev and Matias fight.
That was a good fight.
Them motherfuckers were throwing bombs, bro.
And the Argentine, Ponce, Jeremias Ponce.
Ponce, yeah.
That was a good
Yeah.
fight too.
Fucking
That
great fights,
I mean, if you look at Matias, he don't be in boring fights, whether he win or he lose. The Paro fight wasn't boring. He lost, but it wasn't boring.
No, yeah, he always puts forth a great performance.
Hey, yo, I'm thinking about going with Smith, Jules.
You crazy?
Word.
I'm not doing.
Hey,
to me,
where do you buy your weed?
I'm just thinking about it, man. Because
Nah,
you gotta
shit.
think, because Smith got more things. He don't have just one dimension.
my
He
dude,
got good feet. He's kind of fast. He hit hard. He's not the type that's gonna stand in front of you.
Yeah,
and
but
play.
Matias is just gonna be coming on him all night, bro.
he's not Liam Paro, bro. If you thinking that he about to do what Liam did, I don't think so.
I don't think that's out of the question, to be honest. It's like, I remember somebody point out there, like, yo, low key, if you look at Matias, it's not like he's been getting like faster, looks like as good as he did, I would say, like in some of those earlier fights. Like even against what's his name? Dominican dude.
They're still at 40, right?
Yeah, but let's say this. You saw what Puelo had to deal with for 36 minutes. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Irrespective of how you think Matias looked, you saw that, even when Puelo is landing, when he's shaking, he's baking, he's moving, and even when he's landing, Matias is not going nowhere. He's still there. He getting hit and all. He's still there chasing your ass. And you telling me you think Dalton about to deal with that? You do.
It could be that time.
Hey, I'm saying Matias be fucking up sometimes, man. You don't even know.
He's been getting
Yeah,
punched in the face since he started his career.
I
Like,
know.
Like nothing has changed.
See, the roll of the dice with Matias is you're right, Ray. It's not you're not wrong. This dude gets hit a lot. Even when he get hit a lot. But I don't know if this is the weekend where it's gonna blow up in his fucking face.
He's
I don't know if this is,
33.
He's been stopped before. He's gonna be 34 in March.
who stopped him. Nobody stopped him.
No, he got stopped. He got stopped.
Sir,
The first fight
Rematch.
against. Oh wait, no, he didn't get stopped in that fight. That was just
No,
a
he didn't
decision.
get- he
I
never
thought
been
that was
knocked out.
stopped.
No, he lost the
never been knocked out.
decision.
no,
That was
never
Petros
been knocked
Ananian.
out.
I'm
he got
thinking about.
stopped. Yo, listen,
No,
man.
no,
No,
he
he
didn't.
didn't. No, he didn't. He never got stopped.
Yo,
He
you gotta go.
lost.
No, listen. The guy beat him first after he killed the guy. 6 months after he killed the guy.
He didn't stop
He
him,
took-
bro. He
he
didn't stop
took-
him. I
he
know which
took-
fight you're talking
I'm
about.
gonna go
That
back
was a
and look.
decision.
Yeah, he didn't stop him.
all right,
Matias came back in the rematch and stopped him. The dude that
Matias
beat him.
stopped.
The
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna look at that shit right now.
yeah,
'cause
yeah,
I
yeah.
was-
You go look that shit up. The dude that beat him first, the first time, that was
Yeah.
a decision. They had a rematch, and Matias came back and stopped him.
Yeah.
He got a. You know what you might be confused about? He got an 8 count on the rope, and it kind of looked like you could have stopped the fight there because he got hit
No,
like
he was
40,000 times,
He was getting
and
fucked
he was just
up
on
in
the
that
ropes.
fight. He was getting
And the ref
fucked
was
up
like,
in
"Yo,
that
yo, yo,
fight.
8 count, 8 count, 8 count. You still the A-side
Herb,
fighter. We not
in
gonna
the
take you out."
rematch,
Let's take a count. Let's take a count. Ray, do you think Dalton's gonna pull it off this weekend?
Yeah,
Come on,
I'm gonna
man.
go with it. I'm gonna go with it. I'm gonna go with
We got one. We got one for
Matias being
Dalton.
old.
Herb, you got Dalton. That's what you saying. Herb,
he's looking shit up.
They got him. They got
well,
him.
we know he got Dalton. Does anybody else have Dalton Smith? I then two for Dalton Smith. I got Subriel. You
I
call
got
me.
Matias.
I got Subriel.
Yeah, I'm taking Matias, bro.
I don't see you standing like what I saw in that Puelo fight. Yeah, Matias has his drawbacks, but you got to be a tough son of a bitch to deal with that for 36
You gotta
minutes.
nail that motherfucker to the coffin, bro.
Yeah, and I just it might be like the Ergashev fight where Dalton doing okay in the beginning, and then in the middle, your ass start to get tired because the guy won't go nowhere. He won't leave you alone.
Yeah,
And he
he's
won't
just-
go
he's just
nowhere.
Vigilant, bro. He's relentless.
I'll say this too. I don't think what's it called? When I see people say that about Matias, I think that's kind of bullshit. Like a lot of times when I've seen him get like that quick, like ass whooping, I don't think that's like a long time. At least, well, let me make sure. I got the box record just to see.
Bro, who whooped
but
his ass, bro? Who whooped his
Who
ass?
whooped his
it's
ass?
not a long time. Yeah, it's not a long time, bro.
Por eso, way, who whooped his ass?
Yeah.
Hmm?
Who whooped his ass?
It's like, yeah, but
The only one, in my opinion, who ever really, like you could say, put hands on him was the dude that beat him, the Anayan dude.
The guy who
In the
really-
first fight, he put it on him, but then in the second fight, he didn't have the same fucking power on his shots, and Matias just rolled through that fucker.
Yeah.
yeah, but what I mean to say is like a lot of his stoppages, they don't really come like a lot of them aren't really coming like middle of the fight. Like a lot of them come early. Like it's almost like, and somebody said it about
because
Liam Paro.
he grinds his opponents down, bro.
Yeah, he's the
Yeah,
Puerto
in
Rican
five-
Antonio Margarito.
No,
That's what
no,
Matias
you're not
is.
hearing it though. You're not hearing it
He
though.
gets stronger
Some-
as it goes on.
Someone put it in perspective on Liam Paro. They were like, yo, if you go through that fight, he started off good, and then Matias had that moment, right, where he starts, going at guys and hitting them a lot and breaking them down. And literally, usually what happens when that went down during that time, people just stopped the fight. Like they were just like, yo, our guys here, get them out of here, bro. We don't even want to continue this shit anymore.
And I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. When he started putting paws on Jeremiah, you could see Jeremiah like this is not going to get better. This guy's getting fucked up now. He had
Yeah, but like,
with Ergashev, it was the same shit. Like you saying it in other words, what it sound like you telling me is that he got a lot of Steve Gray stoppages. That's what that's.
I'm not saying Steve
don't agree
Gray
with that.
stoppages.
I don't agree with that.
I'm saying like, yo, a guy literally is just like, yo, it's almost like a lot of those guys just said, yo, I'm done, bro. I gotta pack it in.
Yeah,
Well,
but
then
not
that's a
because
credit
they-
to
not because
Matias.
they didn't want
That's
to-
not on the-
Yeah, but
on
then
the-
you saying what is all right now? It sounds like what you saying is that the guys gave up. That they gave up.
Yes, a lot of the
Okay.
guys gave up. Not
I-
everybody, but a lot of them gave up.
And all I'm saying, like I said, look at who Dalton fought, and you tell me like The closest preparation that I would say that Dalton has had for the fight that he's about to have, and it's not good preparation because by then he was shot, was Chong.
Maxwell. Oh no,
No,
never mind.
Chong,
I-
Jose Zepeda. But he was shot by then. He was like, yeah, the dude is shot, bro. Like he been shot since the Prograde fight. Well, really, he been shot since the Berenchik fight. But that dude shot,
No, he
homie.
survived. He survived the Berenchik fight, Jules, and then got a couple more paydays after that.
Well, he was a shot motherfucker. All I know is he's a shot motherfucker when Dalton fought him. And that's the closest thing that you have dealt with to Subriel. It's not a good parallel. That have you ever been in there with a dude that throw this many punches in around that you're gonna get all the countering opportunities you need. Because this guy's not gonna leave you alone. And I personally, I'll say, I think Alberto is, even though he didn't look good with Alberto, that's a good example that Alberto's not little. He boxes well. He's strong. And Subriel wouldn't leave him alone. So he's gonna leave you alone. Why? Who the fuck are you? Fuck you got this so special. No, I don't believe it. I got Subriel. I don't believe that shit.
Hey, on a completely unrelated note, do you eat cottage cheese, bro?
No, I eat corned beef hash.
The
That's
fuck
my
is that?
supplement. You know what corned beef hash is?
No, I do not.
It's 27 grams of protein in a single can. You put eggs in that shit. You put it on the skillet. You fry it up. It's basically beef and potatoes. Comes in a can.
Word.
And I put eggs in my shit. Like I'll put two eggs, right, and fry it with it. Extra protein, obviously.
What seasoning do you throw in?
I don't put none in it, country. No extra shit, because it tastes good on its own. Tell me I'm lying. It don't taste good on its own. I don't add shit to it. I don't add shit to it.
Sometimes you get a little better flavor when you add a little seasoning.
That you know how some people are with ramen noodles, that you're tired, you don't really want to do a lot, you don't really want to go full on cooking, right? So you get a ramen noodle. I'm like that with corned beef hash. I always keep a couple of cans in that shit in the pantry. And if I wake up and maybe I've been eating eggs for weeks and weeks and weeks and I don't feel like eating that, or maybe I've been, going to Firehouse Subs because I usually order the same thing, the steak and cheese. If I get tired of eating the same thing, I'll get some corned beef hash. Just make that shit real quick.
I'm like that with Tasty Bite rice, man, because you just squeeze the package, tear it open. 90 seconds later, you got a nice little thing of rice.
Yeah.
And then you can just add whatever you want to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna start because they say you can like blend that shit up really good. The cottage cheese, you can blend it up till it's real smooth, and you can hide that shit into in like anything you're cooking, really.
You can it's a for the guys who are really big on smoothies. I'm not really big on smoothies and protein shakes, admittedly. Like I'm not a good guy to come to with that because I struggle to drink mine. I don't like them shits. Like I like food. I like to eat. I don't like them shits, but it's true that it don't taste like nothing is what it is. That if you got, strawberries and bananas in your shit, and then maybe you add a little bit of peanut butter or something like that, or maybe you add the cottage, you won't taste it. You literally won't. It'll taste like it's part of it. So yeah, it is, and it's very rich in protein. Cottage cheese is very rich in protein. So if you're looking for the way to get that extra protein, that's a very good way. The other one is Greek yogurt. That's the other one that is kind of like cottage cheese. That shit don't taste like nothing. Buy that shit. It don't taste like nothing.
Yeah,
but I was saying,
I got a Sam's Club membership and shit, so I'm gonna fucking
shit,
get like all my fucking proteins for like mad cheap.
My cheat codes for protein are the corned beef hash and the tuna fish. It's like fucking 14 grams. It's 17 grams.
Oh,
in
they got a 12 pack for like $10.
I'm trying to tell you, like motherfucking tuna fish. That shit is a game changer. You pop open one can of that shit. That's 17 grams of protein right there. When I could scoop that whole shit out with my hand and put that shit in my mouth. Like this ain't nothing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm gonna start meal prepping and shit. So like you'll see a lot of the meals that I cook and shit.
I went to the gym. On the 1st. Went to the gym. No New Year.
All the fat people there?
No, that's what I was gonna say. It wasn't no New Year, New Me homos in there, right? And then I went after that, still nothing. I go today. They was all there. They was they on the
Word.
ceiling. They on the ceiling. They swinging off of shit.
No.
It's little kids and shit. Like, y'all, I see what it was. Y'all wasn't gonna come on the first. Y'all about to change y'all life. I'll see if y'all
Hell
still
no, they
here.
was all
I'll see if
hungover on
y'all
the
still
first.
here in February. We'll see about that.
Yeah, we'll see.
If you still here in February, but I mean, the upside would have to be what they bring new bitches to the gym. New butts to look at or whatever. I guess.
Yeah, and then
Yeah,
like,
they usually start
if you're
leaving in
single,
February.
if you're
Yeah.
single, you find you a fat one, talk to her, and then
Yeah.
motivate her to stay until she's fine.
Take the
Yeah.
elastic strap and whip that bitch with that shit like fat
Mhm.
bitch.
You know what
You know what
I'm
I'm saying?
saying?
Hit her with
2
that
more
shit.
reps, bitch.
2 more reps, you bitch. But other than that, yeah. Like it's like they were all waiting to come on, like to come today or something. Because it was like the first, nothing. What was it? When was the first, y'all? When was the January 1st? What day
Thursday.
was that? That was
Last
Thursday,
Thursday,
right?
yeah.
Yeah. So I went Thursday, and then I went to get on Saturday. Nothing. It's
Nah, they was
regular.
gonna come on the weekend way.
And I went today. There they were, swinging off the fucking ceiling,
On
bro.
Monday.
There they
All
were.
them people
Yeah,
were partying, Jules.
motherfuckers.
That's why they didn't show up till today.
I kind of figured that they're like, well, how many people are really gonna show up on the first when y'all was drunk the night before? How many people? But then on Saturday, I'm like, nah, still nothing. Ain't nobody in here. Still nothing. Wow. I guess it's not gonna happen this year, or maybe that's a sign of a recession indicator, right? But nah, today they was
Nope.
in that. They was in that motherfucker. Oh yeah, they was going crazy in that shit. I'm like, oh god, I'm gonna wrestle to get a machine and all of that. And I
Bro,
hurt
yeah,
my
that shit's the worst. Like, you have to wait for the dumbbells and shit. It's like, you fucking fat bitch.
Yeah, that's why I'm glad I use a lot of shit that people don't want. You know what I mean? Like I use I take nobody really uses the 70s in the gym I'm at. Once they'll take the 55s and this is yeah. You'll take them bullshits, but at 70 and onward, they don't really fuck with those weights. And I press those. And what else I use? They don't really use the 40s for curling. You know what I mean? Because I curl my 40s. I use an incline bench and I curl them. Most people don't use them for that. They don't really use them for a lot of us. If I see people use 40 and up, they're pressing, like because that's heavier for them. So maybe they'll use it for that. Another thing they don't use that I use, the straps. I'll take a 25-pound weight, put a strap through it, and I'll harness it to myself and I'll do chin-ups with it. They don't use either. They don't use the pull-up bars and the chin-up bars. Well, now they are for some reason, but they're always available. Like I guess people are using them more and more now. I guess they're trying to impress people or something because I didn't used to see this many people doing pull-ups and chin-ups, but there's always at least one available, so that's good. What else do I use that a lot of people don't use? Oh, let me think. What else do I use? Because a lot of it they do use, like the incline press. Yeah, everybody wants the incline press. The leg press. Everybody wants the leg press. Extensions. Everybody. It's like, what the fuck, dog? What the fuck? That's irritating. I was thinking about going to a more expensive gym because less people. But I'm like,
Yeah, hell
I'll
yeah,
think
type
about
shit.
it. I'll think about it. You go to a more expensive gym, you have better equipment, and you have equipment that you don't often see. Like I was on Instagram, I didn't know they had a machine for lateral raises where you basically
Oh
hold two
yeah,
handles.
yeah, I seen
Yeah,
them
you
most.
and you just gotta go. I'm like, yo, that is lit, dog. I would love to use that
Yeah,
shit.
that's fire.
Why don't you do Olympic style weightlifting, Jules? Because that's
Cause
what
I'm
is
40.
at the more expensive
Cause I'm
gyms.
fucking. Cause I'm fucking 43, Ignacio. Why don't you do that shit?
That
Fucking 43.
nigga.
Fuck, I look like doing all that shit. Like you trying to get me hurt? Fuck. Like, why don't you just deadlift everything, Jules? You should deadlift the panel. Tell Real Talk to do that shit. He young and big as shit.
Nah, I've been doing a lot of compound exercises, like deadlifts, squats, barbell raises, um, you know,
He
bench.
doing the Avengers shit. He doing the Avengers tryout exercises. Like he doing the young guy shit. Like if I was a young guy My ego wants me to do all this shit. Cause like, you know, you could do that shit, you bitch. You just scared. I'm like, I'm not fucking scared, bro. Not fucking
No, yeah,
scared.
like no, dead ass
I'm
because
old.
I
I'm
fucking
Well,
old.
I
hey,
told my
what's
cousin
that?
who works there, I was like, I looked at him, I was like, because I had never deadlifted before, like ever, even in high school and shit. I looked at him, I was like, I can deadlift 2 plates. He's like, yeah, and that was like my first deadlift was just 2 plates, first try,
Hey,
Yeah.
first
hey,
try.
what's that song by Toby Keith? I'm not as good as I once was, but I'm good
Nah.
once as I ever was.
I'm telling you, like I know that I know that yeah, I could still do all that shit. But it's
Oh
like
shit!
it's not an even trade at this
Damn.
age. If your
Here we
whole
go.
shit is Herb always gotta let us know his shit stopped working.
Oh boy. Damn shame.
Can y'all hear him?
Here
Can
come
somebody
her with his technical
I can hear him.
difficulties.
I can't hear Jules.
He can't hear
what are
you
you
is the
You
problem.
can't ever hear shit, man.
I know it's always happens. Fuck.
you know what I'm
I
saying?
smoke a cigarette now. I can't hear nothing.
You know what? When he gets
You just
cut
gotta
off,
back you just gotta back out and come back, bro.
he can hear the panel, but he can't hear Jules. That's the problem. And
Yeah.
it
Well, he
always
gotta
happens.
we gotta
Stop,
drop
stop,
off.
stop
He
swapping, stop swapping audio between your porn and the live, bro. It
I'm
fuck,
on.
it,
I'm on an
it
iPhone.
fucks with it, bro. Trust me, I've been there. It's all right.
you know what I'm saying? But yeah, like I know I could do all that
Let me get.
bullshit. It's
I'm
just
trying to
that,
get that in.
like I said, if it's about getting your legs to grow a bit, you don't need deadlifts for that. You don't need squats for that. Not if it's just to get your legs to grow a bit. Now, if you want the whole shebang bang, yeah, you're gonna do your deadlifts when you're young and you're strong and you recover quick. Yeah, you should. But I ain't doing that shit. Not at 43. Fuck you. I'm not. Kiss my ass.
Yeah,
I
no.
ain't
And then
doing.
someone was saying that your power and your strength, it all radiates from your lower back. So if you're doing a lot of like barbell squats, or the I can't remember the name of it, but it's the one where you bend over and you pick you
Rose.
basically, yeah, rows essentially, but you stand all the way up with the dumbbells,
Hmm.
and you basically strengthen your lower back, and that will pretty much, that helps strengthen your entire body,
Yeah, I mean,
as
in
well as your
general,
forearms, obviously, because your forearms, is where a lot of
yeah,
you'll
because
be able to lift higher
deadlifts are kind of
weights.
like a cheat code because it's a full body shock. A deadlift is like a full body shock. Like, yeah, you're working out a whole heap of shit in one motion. You know, it's rough. It's just that once you got a herniated disc, bro, you got a herniated disc.
Come on.
Like,
Yeah, yes, yeah.
and there
You're
it
just gonna
is.
have to work around that.
And-
Oh, and I was
oh,
gonna
oh,
tell you, I'm telling you, Way. Like, so look, if you're having shoulder pain, bro, you have to tuck your shoulders. You have to tuck your elbows more. Like when I say
no,
tuck them, like all the way in.
I'll tell you. When I do the machine, when I use the machine, I use them tucked in. When I use the machine, when I use the dumbbells, I am out here and I stop here at the line of the shoulder. I
Yeah, yeah,
stop
no,
there.
no. Instead of that, pull your shoulder, your elbows, so that they're in front of you, and
I'll try that.
it's the same exact exercise. It'll work the same exact muscle, but it'll take a strain off of your shoulders.
Yeah, because right now the pain that I have,
And that's from
it's
six-time
it started
Olympian
here.
champion Chris Bumstead.
It started here, and for whatever reason, it started to radiate outward. See here now, there's not really a lot of pain there. Now the pain is here in the clavicle. Man, that's how I know it's healing because, well, that's how it usually goes. For whatever reason, the pain moves. I don't know why it moves, but it does. It started here, then now it's here. It's going away, but I'm like, you know that if you keep pressing, this is gonna take longer, right? Like the shit probably would have healed right now if you would have left this bitch alone the last 3 weeks.
No, fuck that. No, no,
You
because
know what, Jules?
no. Because look, listen, for that's for women. What you all you gotta do is drop the weight. So drop the weight by, like, I say, like 40%.
All right.
Okay, and then bring your elbows to where they're in front of you. To where both elbows are like basically where you're squeezing your fucking tits a bit, and
Yeah.
then just press upward like that. It's the same exact motion, same exact exercise. It's gonna, but it'll work your front deltoid more, and it'll take stress off of your shoulders, and you'll be able to still lift and still rest that shoulder. You won't really be hurt as much.
Yeah, next time
You'll feel the difference.
next time
You
I
know
go,
what?
I'm gonna do it. Like I was really trying to convince myself today to why don't you just stop being a fucking asshole? Stop picking up those fucking 70s. Stop. And here I am. No, I'm not a bitch. I can still do this. And I did it, and I did it and I got through it. But it's not today it's gonna hurt. It's tomorrow. It's tomorrow. It's not
You
today.
know what? Get yourself like Chinese liniment, man. Like go to Chinatown and get Chinese liniment, man.
I
That's
don't
not
think
lot
there's a
that stuff
Chinatown where I live. I would probably have to get that on Amazon or something. Because if I were in New York, then yeah, I'd know where to go. But here, I don't think there is a Chinatown here. I don't think
Girls
there
Have
is.
just needs to get
have
those
you been getting
copper
those
fit sleeves
ads of
already.
the like chrome
Yeah,
plates?
copper fit.
Say it, say it again.
My nephew was telling me about
Real,
copper fit.
no,
Oh no,
real talk.
I
What
was
you saying?
saying have you been getting those ads of the chrome bench plates?
Nah.
Them
I
hoes are
haven't.
fucking badass. They're like super thin, but they're like they're chrome plated and shit. It's a
Yeah, but
bench.
them shits is expensive,
Bro,
bro.
bro, no, that hoe is like 2 G's. I was like,
That's what I
man,
was going to say. Like, that shit is expensive. Like,
that shit is
it's
fucking mad expensive.
it's a lot, homie. Like I'm like, nah, I'm good with, and I don't even use my shits lately. I haven't been using my shits. My daughter's using the shit more than I am, But the beauty of this shit is it folds up.
Like
Like the
I'm
bench.
not paying month's rent on a
Yeah,
bench
that's a
press.
lot, homie. Like you got to have some serious guac to be spending that much on some motherfucking
And in the
plates.
hood too, like nah, what the fuck you doing?
Yeah, I'm good,
Just
homie. I
install
don't need
Jerry
that.
Soriano and Mirage, Jules. You'll get the 2000 fast.
Where I should just make a couple of David Benavidez videos for the month to draw them out. Draw them out. I should just put him
No,
on
that
every
ass right.
thumbnail, and them dudes is gonna crawl out like some earthworms. Like what David Benavidez.
It's a trip. There's this book. It's a workout book, but it's like kind of thick. It's literally called Built for Sex, and it's exercises
Yeah.
for real.
Is it
It,
drawings?
it really is. It's called Built for Sex, and it's all like workout exercises that get you in shape for fucking.
Fire. No,
I'm
no,
not.
you seen that dude
I,
who's
I'm not lying, man. I actually got a copy. That's how I know.
Is it in cartoon?
Does
No,
it
no,
have
no,
pictures?
Jules, you know the exercise Rocky does where he like lifts his entire body and he's basically working his core, right?
Yeah,
You
on the
right. There's
bench.
a guy who does that, but he's fucking doing a hula hoop. And he's just like air fucking with the hula hoop, bro. Like crazy core work,
Whoa.
bro. Can't
That's
compete with that shit, bro.
isn't that shit doesn't that qualify as calisthenics doing that
Yeah,
shit? Is it?
that's calisthenics, yeah, bro. That
Yeah.
shit's fucking
Yo, calisthenics is the
insane core,
telling you,
bro.
bro. Them calisthenics dudes is on another level. Like yo, they like
Yeah,
yeah,
them dudes there,
them dudes is on
motherfuckers,
another level, bro. Like that
crazy
shit is
strength, and that's all
badass, bro.
functional strength too, bro.
Yeah, that no, the shit is badass, bro. Like I really, I would like to get into that. I'm just like yo, I'm 43 though, can I? Like, of course you can, you pussy. If you want
Yeah,
to
you
do it,
can.
you fucking do it.
You can.
If but I did try to do the one arm the other day, or for the chin up. I couldn't support it. I was mad as hell because I used to be able to do those. I used to just support
One
it.
thing I do recommend, man, like no gay shit, bro. Get into some yoga, bro. Like get into some stretching because, like the core value of it is that you're really only as young as your spine, and so if you keep your spine
Ah,
flexible and
fuck.
decompressed, you'll feel younger and shit. You won't feel all tight and fucking, hurting all the time. So make sure to
Yeah,
stretch a lot.
yeah, I should do that shit. Plus, a lot of the bitches do the yoga, so I go in there with a
Yeah,
bulge.
yeah, exactly. You know what
I'll
I'm
wear the
saying?
tight ass yoga pants to show the
Yeah, just
balls.
take a back spot.
It's like, yo, why
Joe.
this motherfucker wore these tight ass pants?
You know what I'm saying? Get a spot in the back. Get the short shorts going on.
You know what I'm saying? And I'll have like a pink sash so they think I'm gay. So they'll just bend over right in front of me and don't think nothing
Jules is
of it.
gonna show up with Bertha Hitman Heart tights on.
Oh my god,
With
that's
the elbow
hilarious.
pads. With the elbow
Bro, you gotta
pads,
tell
bro.
him, bro. Yes, my name is Julius.
This guy said
Yeah, my name
you
is
only. He said you only.
Julius.
He said you only as young as your spine feels. I caught an attitude right there, man. I feel like shit for
I
real.
do well, I do dead hangs for mine. Like I'll do what is it, a minute like this, 45 minutes like this, and then the 45 will turn into 230s after that. So
No,
to
because I mean,
decompress the
because that is
spine.
though, like you know, you can have a strong back and shit, but like, but if your shit's tight and you know cramping all the fucking time, you're gonna feel fucking old. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like,
No, you absolutely are like, yeah. Like
So,
you know how it is if you got back problems, bro, you can't even turn right. You can't do nothing right. Like you can't sit right.
he goes with back spasms and shit.
All type of shit, yo. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. I'll probably change up the routine a little bit this year because I've been doing it most of the same stuff since February. So I'll probably switch it up a
how
little
do
bit.
you
Just to
how do you do your lateral raises with the bells?
so first I'll take 235s. I'll take two of them, obviously. And I bend my elbow. I bend it a lot because the focus of the lateral raise is to have this out here, not this. You don't need to
You're
be
working
out
for the
there.
side delt.
Yeah, it's for the side delt. And I'll bring them up to here. Like what it normally looks like is like that, up to here, and then I'll do three sets like that. About what is it, 7 reps, and it lowers. It'll be 7, then it'll be 6, then it'll be 5 by the third rep, and then I'll drop the weight. I'll drop down to 30 so I could bust them out for some reps. And I don't breeze through them. I still do them well, but I could get out maybe what is it, 10 or 11 with the 30s because they feel super light after you did them with the 35s. Like, yeah, them just feel like I could throw that shit at a motherfucker. Like, them shits is mad light. So legit, like, imagine if you did that at the end of the set. Imagine you do that at the end of the set. You do them, and then you throw it at the mirror. Like, yo, what the fuck?
Oh, pump this shit. Just change the nigga's life.
Imagine if a motherfucker did that.
Just change the nigga's life at the end of a set because you fired up.
You're like, yo, what the fuck wrong with him, yo? But I'll do
That guy actually mixes his pre-workout with White Monster. Stay away from him.
he mixes his pre-workout with Coke, bro. Coke is his pre-workout.
Oh no, bro. So when I was younger, when I was in boxing and shit, me and my boxing coach were kindred spirits, and I brought pre-workout to work, and he's like, "Hey, bro, I'll snort a line of pre-workout if you do." I'm like, "Bust it out, bro." We're over here fucking spitting up fucking strawberry pre-workout.
Yo, y'all motherfuckers is
That's
crazy,
what David
bro.
Benavidez. He sniffed that shit,
Yeah.
but
He
Yeah,
sniffed
that's
fish.
how
he was sniffing it in the gym.
No, you seen how Ring Magazine posted a video of him when he was fat, and then like
Yeah.
him when I was like, y'all realize he's the same weight in both pictures.
Yeah. It's not the success story. You
Like-
think it is, bro?
It's like this is a before and a little bit later on.
No, this is a before and this is a during. We didn't get to the after yet. This is a during.
Hey, I left you guys a link for that book in the chat, the private chat.
I'll buy that shit. But yeah, for shoulders, my routine is very simple. Honestly, I stick to the bare bones because that's what worked for me in the past, and I just don't think you can go wrong with the basics. I do military press, six sets broken down between dumbbells and a machine. I'll do reverse flies for rear delts, about 4 sets, and side raises. You don't need more than that. That's the shoulder. Press for the front, side for the side, reverse for the back. You're done. You don't really need more than that.
I'll do for the side delt and the rear delt is I'll take the bench and I'll set it at like an 80, 75 degree, and then I'll lay my chest on it, and I'll press them outwards,
Yeah, that's a good
basically
way to
like
do it.
from
That's a
the
good variation.
from basically like from my crotch all the way outward, like I'm flies essentially,
Yeah, that's a
and
good variation. And you know, the thing with that one is, and I make this mistake too. I shouldn't, but it's just that unless I'm straining, I don't feel like I'm doing anything. But that's a finesse exercise. It's not. Some lifts require weight, but some are finesse exercise. Rear delts, that's a finesse exercise. Like, yes, you don't got to load up very
bro.
heavy
Yeah,
to do
do that
that.
like with like 15s, 20s, and
Yeah,
you're gonna feel some crazy fucking work muscles,
for real,
bro.
like you don't gotta go crazy with that one. It's just because I'm doing mine on a machine. Like I do it on the pec deck. I just reverse it. I'll like the adjustable shit. You put it to the front, and then you sit facing the seat. And where am I at 180 when I do them? And I'll do 180 for 9, then 180 for 8. But, because you get tired. 180 for 9, 180 for 8, then 180 for 7, and I'll do that about 4 times. And I'm like, yeah, I'm done. It's not a big muscle group. It doesn't require a lot. It's biceps and triceps that maybe I'm overdoing it because at the beginning of the routine, I'm taking 240s and I'm on the incline and I'm curling them. That's the beginning, right?
No.
And then towards the end of the exercise, I'm doing cable flies, also for biceps. But also for biceps, I'm doing chin ups with a weight attached to my back. It's like, is that too much? It seems like it's a lot, but I don't know. Like, different people body respond to different shit. And to get mine to grow, I always had to fuck them up. I always had to.
Well,
Like,
when
they
you're
don't
doing
listen.
when you do cable flies.
Yeah, I do cable flies with a very wide grip. I'll take the the regular straight bar or even the groovy one, and I'll have my hands at the end of it. Some people like them like this, right? And sometimes I do them that way. I can do more weight when I do them like this, but when I start off 3 sets and I'm out here with it, I'm grabbing the marbles paws. I'm grabbing the very ends of the bar and I'm taking a lightweight when I do that. Like I don't use a lot of weight for that because it already feels heavier than usual because I'm all the way out here. And I'll do that. I'll say that cable curls are probably better than dumbbell curls because the pump I get off of that it don't even make sense. Like, bro, why is my arm so tight off of this? I mean, like I'll do it with the dumbbells and I don't get the same pump off the dumbbells that I'm getting off of that cable. It could be because, well, with a cable curl, there's tension all the way up and all the way down. That's the difference. No matter where you are, it's pulling because you're doing it
Yeah.
with the machine. No matter where you are, it's pulling you. And I think that makes all the difference. But I also get I get a better pump from chin ups with a weight than anything involving dumbbell curls. Like I might phase out dumbbell curls. I don't know. I might. It's just that, well, I could curl 40s. Most people can't. I'm saying, like, that doesn't sound like a lot, but go to the gym. Most people ain't curling 40s in there. I am.
Yeah, nah.
Most people ain't curling
Nah,
40s.
hell no.
Crazy. And I'm not curling them. I'm not doing no bullshit. No, I'm on the seat. I'm on the seat. My hands are here, and I curl them. And it doesn't bother me. Not
Yeah,
maybe
like
it's not.
I'll probably max out at like 35.
Yeah, like it doesn't bother me, and I'm like maybe it's time for me to go to 45. It's just that I don't do them. That's a exercise that I do in a nuanced way. That okay, I'll do these bitches, and then I'll fail, and then I'll sit up, I'll turn it over, I'll go into hammer curls, and I'll bust out 5 of them bitches. Like, and I superset them that way. Whenever I do the curls here, yeah, add some hammer curls after that. Superset them bitches. I'm like, do I really want to phase this out? I'm pretty sure this is difficult for a lot of people to do. And it's not difficult for me. So should I phase it out? Nah.
Honestly, wait, like you can get the two cables, the one on each side. Get a straight bar, and turn that into to bicep curls,
Yeah.
tricep curls, forearms. You know what I'm saying? Um, and then you take it off. You can just grab the marble and do your hammer curls.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you widen it out to your to your chest essentially. And then when you're doing your cable flies, your chest flies, cross your arms and then alternate your crosses because it
Talking about
gives you
these
like,
shits.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, cross your arms just a little bit more because it gives you that much more of a press.
My shit for the shit that I swear by now is really incline. Incline really hits at least it hits
Yeah,
my chest pretty.
yeah. That
Incline
is
really
that hits
hits
the
your
top
shit
of your
hard.
fucking chest. Great. Yeah.
Yeah, that shit hits your shit hard. There's one thing that I may need to phase out just because it's not necessary. Incline does a better job of doing it anyway, and it's the seated press. But it's just that when I do the seated press, well, I'm not really doing that for hypertrophy. I'm just I'm trying to lift the stack. Once I can lift the stack, I'll leave it alone because I
Well,
can't lift the stack
I
yet.
do you well no, because you really you're doing the seated press for your back as well. That's a compound press, so you're really doing that for your back as well. So, if you're doing the seated press, don't fully like I don't fully lean onto the seat. I use my entire back to support the weight, and I make sure to activate my lats and your all your back and your fucking arms because that is a compound press.
Yeah, and
So
it's
that's a great exercise. I wouldn't phase out
I
now.
use that one. I use that one for. It's like it's funny that I use that one to replace this because the rules are the same. I make sure that when I'm doing it, my elbows are not out here. I make sure they're here. And if they're not here, then all right, if it's not going to move, then it's not going to move today. Maybe I'm weak today. Could be that I'm sick because
You're
that's
you're
happened
just
to
a
me.
bitch today. Yeah,
I
yeah.
might be a bitch today, but I always, when I press them, just like you said, I don't, I don't lean the seat. I have it upright. Um, I make sure my arms are here the same way I had them on that bar. That I wasn't one of those guys that flare their arms out to do a bench press. No, they're usually here, always here. Press them. That you're stronger from that position, and I'm upright. Like I ain't
Yeah, because
arching.
that's how your
I'm
body's
upright.
naturally meant to. Because you're pushing it towards your core essentially.
Yeah. And I like that for strength because the closest thing to your actual bench numbers, a lot of those machines is lying to your ass. Yes, they is. The closest thing to your actual bench numbers is the seated press. Yeah. 225 on there. Yeah, 225 on the seated press. It's about the same. And it feels the same. It's the same strain and all that. That's why I like that one. They're like, well, I'm not benching anymore, and I don't really want to. I don't want to go back to that because I did that for years. It is true that it's a very slow process if that's what you're using. Like, yeah, it takes time, and you can't do it with just that. You need incline. You need some kind of fly. Like you can't just do it with that. You know, it is true that while it is one of the tried and true exercises, I would always say if you're trying to get your strength up, yeah, get your bench up because you got to be strong to do bench. Yeah, you do. You know, it's good for that, but for development, it's not the best. Like, nah, it's really not the best. In fact, you could develop your shit completely without it. You could actually. That if you could only do one pressing motion, right? You got your fly, and you're gonna do one pressing motion. What should it be? Should honestly be incline more than flat bench. Yeah, incline. That should get you right. Get you right, and it'll do it fast. You know, so shout out to the incline bench. And yeah, man. And what else? What other shit do I do? Because a lot of my shit is very simple and very basic. It's just that I make sure to make it. I find a way to make it difficult, and I think that I don't just do monotonous shit. Like, nah, I slow down sometimes on the eccentric. If I'm on a lat pull down, I use lat pull down for strength. I don't use it for lat development. I do pull ups for lat development. I use the machine for strength. That, well, if I can lower 220 a couple of times, pretty sure I could pick myself up a couple of times. You know what I mean? And I'll hold it. I'll use a V grip. I'll hold it, count one, two, three, then let the bitch go. And I don't do it quick. I don't use momentum. You have to find a way to make it harder, and you really do have to make sure you're hitting what you're trying to hit. You know what I mean? That it's not just about moving away. You got to try to, hit the shit that you're trying to hit. Otherwise, how the fuck is it going to get stronger? I see people do lat pull downs, and I'm like, yo, man, I don't know what the fuck you doing, but you going to break that machine or you going to break your ass. Because they be doing some crazy shit. But you don't want to be that guy that tells them, like, yo, man, you wildin'. You wildin'. Don't do it that way. Yeah, I mean? But also, some motherfuckers is ego lifting. I'm not against ego lifting because you can still make gains ego lifting. You absolutely can. And how else are you going to get there if you don't challenge yourself? It's just maybe you're not challenging yourself the right way.
Yeah, no. Sometimes you just gotta rip a bicep or two.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta fucking
That way,
rip a pec, bro.
that way, whenever you go into surgery, you can have them place it more correctly.
I see guys do it like I've had so many funny moments since I started going back because I'm not a very big guy and I'm not the most developed right now. But I do be surprised at how much stronger I am than these guys because I see a guy, he's on the lat pull down, he's going fucking crazy. I look over to see like, yo, what the fuck is this dude lifting? I'm like, yo, this dude is doing that for 150 pounds? Yo, you need to chill, homie. Then I use 190 when I want to go easy on myself. Like, yeah, I'll put 190 on the lat pull down. When I want to go easy, like, okay, let me just ease into this exercise. Let me get some reps in, get some blood in there, and then we get serious. And like I control my shit all the way up, all the way down, 220, all the way up, all the way down, in control. Whereas I be seeing dudes, it's like, yo, dog, like it's nothing wrong with lifting super duper heavy. Like I think sometimes you have to do that to break plateaus, because sometimes you plateau where like you're stuck. You can't use more weight and you can't get another rep. So you got to do something stupid to break the plateau. I've done that before. But you shouldn't be moving that fucking much for a lat pull down or a fucking row, bro. Like you shouldn't be not that much, homie. Like that's your ass,
weight, bro.
That's your ass moving that motherfucking weight. That's your ass. That's your ass move, not your back. That's your ass, bro. Yeah, you got a very strong ass.
No, my cousin caught himself trying to talk crazy, and I was like, bro, I used your weight to warm up. Calm down.
Like, yo, on guard, like on guard. Yeah, so, like I said, there's so many little, I guess, moments when that happened. Like one time, I'm on the ISO press, and some guys wanted to use it, and I'm like, I'm not an ass. I'm like, you could work in, and they worked in, and it was awkward because they wanted to use a lot less weight than I use. So I'm like, all right, I'll go first, and then y'all could go taking off plates and shit like that. It's like it's the funniest thing. But go to the gym and pay attention that. Yeah, there is a difference between training for strength and training for hypertrophy. You can see it if you pay attention that the biggest guys are not always the strongest. And you would be surprised how strong some of these other people are. I see guys struggling with all type of shit. I'm like, wow, y'all got me feeling like I'm the bionic man. Shit ain't heavy. So yeah, I do focus on strength. Like you could tell by my rep range that, my normal rep range is, let's call it between 1 and 5 or 1 and 6. They're like, yeah, that's usually what I'm shooting for. I don't really want to be here for more than a couple of reps unless we're doing legs. Then legs, you got to do a lot of reps for legs. You do like 11, 15 around there. You want to do if you're talking about leg press, leg extension, calf raises.
I'm doing barbell squats. I do like 10 to 12 reps at least.
Yeah. Because legs are designed to take a beating because they already do. They carry us around wherever we go, so they're very durable. You really got to beat the shit out of them.
But that's why I wish I was like fat as fuck in high school, because like people be having like big ass calves and shit, and like if they just lost some weight and lifted some fucking if they lifted some fucking dumbbells, like they'd be huge. But
yeah, but calves are a notoriously stubborn. That's a stubborn fucking fuck to grow. It is, man. It's just stubborn. Like,
yeah, it is, man.
You gotta be at that. You gotta be on that motherfucker throat to get him to grow. You do, like, yeah, you gotta be on his throat to like get that motherfucker. It's not easy
with your calves.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, you gotta ask Manny Pacquiao what he do for his calves.
Well, he ain't his dog, and I'm not about to do that. Like, I don't need him that bad.
Yeah, I don't know if I could do it.
I need him that bad now.
But
Manny Pacquiao, half his weight is in his calves.
Yeah, man. It's like Papa forearms is big. His calves is like that.
But when his shit is still big, socks, you think he's got fucking weights on and shit.
You think he got like a little tutu in his sock? Like, yo, what the fuck you hiding in there, yo? No, that's my calf, homie. My calf. Now, the question of the night, gentlemen, is our buddy Tyson Fury has decided to unretire, which we all know. Would you consider that good or bad news for boxing?
No, it's good for boxing.
Y'all go around the board with that. Y'all go around the board with that while I smoke the cigarette.
You ask me, more fights is always good for boxing.
Right? It depends on what he do.
I guess it's good for boxing, but I'm just really annoyed and irritated with him at this point.
Yeah, he been around forever, man. Like, depends on what he do. Who he
Type
targets.
shit.
It's just a flip flopping. Oh, I'm retired. Oh, I'm back. I'm not retired. Arr, get the fuck out of here, dude.
No, I'm a fucking pirate.
Yeah, right. He just like he's well war's welcome out.
No, I hate him as much as the next guy, but we kind of all knew that once he took his first and subsequent his second L, he would come back eventually. We all knew that.
I mean, I used to like Fury a lot, but he's just kind of now he's annoying.
I still like him for laughs and shit.
Oh yeah, he was great for laughs. Some of the outlandish shit he would say and do, but I don't know. It's just everything's gotten to me now. Everything's gotten to be old hat.
You know what I've been looking at lately? A lot of old fights. So I've been looking at this guy named Ricardo Finito Lopez.
Oh yeah,
That motherfucker is poetry in motion.
yeah. Ricardo Lopez, man, he was a badass.
Poetry in motion. I ain't never seen nothing like it. 108 pounds, hurting people, knocked. Oh wow, real problem. Problem. It's bad he didn't get to fight Michael Carbajal though.
Yeah, earlier I was watching a fight between Kevin Kelly and Gainer.
Oh yeah, I seen that a couple of days ago. So they fought twice, right?
I'm not sure. I don't remember, but he was fucking Kevin Kelly up, and Kevin Kelly came back and got his ass, man.
Right. It was a
Knocked his
good.
ass out. That was a good ass fight.
I love watching.
That motherfucker was one of the most boring fighters to watch. Country Derek Smoke Gainer. Jesus Christ.
Well, it depends.
Yeah, but hey, he wasn't born with Kevin Kelly though.
How you match?
Yeah, one of the few times he wasn't.
Yeah, I mean
That was a good fight, man.
it depends on how you match them up. But it's gonna be boring chest shit all night. You match them up with with a punch. It turns.
But Herb, he was the original Sugarfoot, though. That motherfucker literally would not engage in a lot of his fights. He literally stayed away. And then people tried to say that, oh, it's the sweet science. No, it's not. That motherfucker just didn't want to fight.
Yeah, he didn't want to get engaged. I hate that kind of shit. Real. Yeah, but that Ricardo Lopez guy, man, wow. He was actually 108 pounds and he was injuring his hands from hitting too hard. How can you be 108 pounds and hurt your hands from punching too hard? And you hear them shits too. I'm like, this is like, wow.
Yeah, he was a badass for his time. It's just he kind of doesn't get a whole lot of credit because unfortunately he didn't have a lot of contemporaries in his weight classes that could have made him a bigger star. Like he didn't have a Chiquita Gonzalez the way Michael Carbajal had him when they fought.
I think the lower weight classes are pretty much overlooked now. Imagine back then. They really wasn't checking for the lower weight classes.
Yeah, really. Like nobody was really checking for the dudes between 108 and 122.
He beat a lot of Japanese and Asian fighters too. I'm like, wow, this guy is something serious.
Yeah, like I said, he doesn't get the credit he deserves though, because unfortunately he didn't have guys who could have pushed him the way that guys who were in those weight classes before had, like, that could push him. The only guy that I literally recognized from when he made his run was Rosendo Alvarez, but that motherfucker got lucky when he fought him the first time. He held him to the only draw on his record. If not, he would have finished. He would have been like 52-0 had it not been for that draw.
Yeah.
And then I remember that same dude Alvarez a few years after that fight happened. He fought Jorge Arce, and Arce beat the shit out of him.
Yeah. Lopez got him in a rematch as well.
Yeah, in the rematch, he came back and he beat him by decision.
I remember Jorge Arce.
Remember that guy too? Yeah.
Yeah, That motherfucker was entertaining.
He was, but who was the Puerto Rican dude that he was losing the fight and he backed out and said his back was hurt? And dude got mad and called him a coward.
You talking about Mikey Garcia?
Wait, are you talking about
No.
was it Wilfredo Vasquez?
I
You
know it
talking
was a
about
Puerto
country?
Rock. I'm talking about Jorge Arce. He fought a Puerto Rock dude, and during the fight, he was claiming like he was losing the fight. He was gonna get fucking either fucked up or stopped. And like basically through part of the fight, he claimed his back was hurt and he couldn't continue. But you could tell it was kind of bullshit. And like the dude that he was fighting said he was a coward and shit.
So he did that. That's that shit TJ Doheny did. He just did that. He didn't he do that? He did that with Inoue. He said he had sciatica or some bullshit. Well, he got bullshit. But yo, that's a part of the reason I don't be fucking putting the fighters on a pedestal, man. Mikey did that shit in the Salido fight, right? I think he got his nose broke. It was, and he got up out of there. And TJ did that shit in the Inoue fight. Like you knew it was about to happen, homie. Your back don't hurt. You just know what was about to happen. Ah, my back. I can't continue. Let the ref decide that shit, homie. You decided that shit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah.
I was talking. I brought up on Ricardo Lopez. I really just started watching some of his old fights. I was just telling him that kid is fucking poetry in motion, man.
Yeah, Ricardo is one of the underrated fighters, but the reason that he stayed underrated, he fought at the lower weights. Americans don't watch them weights. They don't. But he's one of the best. What was he? He was 49-0, right? 49?
51-0-1.
51-0-1. There it is. There it is. Ricardo, man. Finito, man.
That's my dude.
Yeah, Finito was Finito, bro.
Yeah.
Cut motherfuckers up.
I watched fucking Diego Corrales fighting Robert Garcia. You see how big he was to him? Yo, Corrales is a big fucking boy.
I mean, Corrales is. I ain't gonna call him a weight bully because I don't believe in that. But you know, Corrales was Fundora before Fundora. We could say that.
Big dude, man. Real.
He's Fundora before Fundora. You know, I ain't mad at it though. If you can make the weight, you can make the weight. That's what it all boiled down. Can you make the weight? You made it. There it is. Then you made it.
He was Rafa before Rafa.
Word, right? What the fuck is Rafa gonna do, man? What is he gonna do?
I don't know. He just needs to stop doing these fucking voluntary defenses in these little ass gyms in Mexico. That motherfucker needs to fight somebody already.
Bro, you know that he's been champion for 2 years, bro? It's been 2 years since he beat Robisi.
He beat Rotisserie's ass.
He should be looking at uniform.
Kevin Durant burner account says, Jules, the advice you gave to do underhand lat pull downs for people who can't do pull-ups was great. After a month, I can do 2 to 3 now.
Yeah, I told you, man. Telling you, I does this shit, man. I ain't no expert, but I know what works. And if you somebody that can't do pull-ups, that's because your bicep is not developed. I mean, well, if you can't do chin-ups, that means your bicep is not developed because the driver for that, even though it works your back and your lats and all the cool shit, the driver is your bicep. That's the driver. That's what you need to get up that bar. So that's what you need to train. And if you want to train it even further, you just want to get stronger, because the shit is pull-ups is not an exact science, neither are chin-ups. You could get a big back with motherfucking half reps. I knew motherfuckers that was in jail and they only did half reps for their chin-ups, but their arm was big as shit and they only did half reps. They didn't come all the way down. They were doing like that. I know that he used to do it on the scaffolding on the block. He just do it like that. His arm, he's keg. So if you really say it again, Herb.
That should blow your back up.
Yeah, it will though, and that's half reps. That people think that you got to do things uniformly. No, you don't. If you trying to get big arms off of your chin up, and even a big back off of your chin up, you could do half reps. And the reason they work is the tension of the pull up or the chin up. The tension of all of it. It's not at the top and it's not at the bottom. It's in the middle. The tension is in the middle. So when you holding yourself and you there, that's all tension on your lat. That's all tension on your bicep. So you could do half reps, you could do 3/4 reps, or you could do full range of motion. My advice though is okay, you trying to get your arms strong enough to do them, right? Like you want to do them the way you want to do them, right? Lower yourself slowly. Even if you only got 3 chin-ups to give or 3 pull-ups to give, but you want to get to 5 and you want to get to all those other numbers, the way you get there is you could power up real fast, but lower yourself real slowly and give it about 2 months. If you at 3, you'll be able to get to 5. And once you at 5, getting to all the others, it will be fairly easy after that. You know what I mean? Because a lat pull down is a reverse pull-up. That's all it is. It's a reverse pull-up. Instead of pulling the weight yourself up, you're pulling the weight down. But you have to do it with the intention. You're not doing it for reps. So you don't get on the pull-up machine and bust out 10 or 15 of them joints. Now, you're not doing it for hypertrophy. If you're doing it for strength, rep range of 1 and 6 at a challenging weight for you. And, let it up slowly, full stretch, let it up slowly. And you'll get there. That shit works. But
You know what was weird for me? Like I could never do pull-ups or chin-ups or anything. I've always been kind of shitty at that. Maybe it's just because I'm, on the weak side or whatever. But the one thing I could do, and I usually did it pretty good and could do a lot of them, or at least more than what I did for like pull-ups or chin-ups. I'd be like on my I'd be on the edge of a bench, right, where it looks like I'm sitting down, but I'm not sitting on anything. My hands are on the edge of the bench.
Oh, you do dips
on my side and on my heels, and my legs are stretched out on my heels, and I would just push myself up and down.
No, country, you weren't weak. You're not weak because you can't do pull-ups, right? And the reason that you could do those, like I would say, no, you're not weak. You have very strong triceps. Your triceps are strong. The triceps is the workman's muscle. You're pushing, and a lot of your pulling, but a lot of your pushing, is your tricep. Even punching, the driver for your punch, yeah, that's your tricep. Biceps is for the bitches. A lot of the time, like quiet as kept, biceps are really for the bitches. A lot of your power is in your tricep, which is what you're talking about. When you do a dip, you can turn a dip into a chest exercise too, but the way you're describing, that's you're doing that for tricep development, and you probably had very developed triceps, but not very developed biceps, like because biceps, biceps is a lot of you're pushing, you're pulling, you're a lot of that. That's your tricep. Your biceps' primary function is to bend your arm. That's what it's basically. Yeah, that's what it does. It bends your arm. That's what it does. So to get it developed, it's not that it's tricky, but curls are kind of overrated because you could do a million curls, right, country? And you may still not have the strength to pull yourself up a bar. And you might have developed triceps, developed biceps, and still not have enough strength to get up the bar.
You know what else used to bother me too, and then that's another reason why I kind of stayed away from working out as much, which I know I shouldn't have, is that like my tendons in my like elbows, my shoulders, and stuff like that. Like for whatever reason, like they fuck with me. They like if I go too much weight, they hurt really bad. Like
and they take forever to heal. The other thing is they take forever to heal. That when you hurt a tendon, Brody, that shit is gonna hurt for months.
It's not painful, man.
Months. That shit is gonna. I know, like right. Yo, dog. For months, this shit was hurting. For months, like I thought this is it. This is my reality now. My arm is always gonna hurt. I thought, but it healed a couple of weeks. Like it finally finished healing a couple of weeks ago. Now it doesn't hurt at all. No pain at all. Nothing. But that took forever, bro. Because tendons heal slower than muscle tissue. What attaches to the bone, what attaches to that shit takes forever to heal. And it's like, like that could be a real hindrance if you got a lot of tendonitis, God forbid tendinopathy. That shit, it's rough.
Yeah, I got issues with some of my tendons, especially in my shoulder. Like if I try to throw and I throw too hard, I can feel it to the point in my shoulder, to the point that it almost pops or something.
Yeah, man. It
But
can be.
I never injured it or did anything. But it's just
No, no,
just
no.
like
It's bro. It's like sometimes it's just. Sometimes it is. How does the tendon insert? Because you're a big guy, country. What are you? 6'2", 6'3"?
6'2". Yeah.
Yeah, like bigger guys. When you start talking about the guys that's 6 and up, right? It's hard for y'all. Believe it or not, it's harder to grow muscle. It's harder to heal from injury. It's much harder. You guys are more prone to back pain. Also, like
Yeah,
it's harder for
longer
y'all.
muscles and shit.
Yeah,
It
like
is
it's
actually.
rough. So, but how tendons insert into the bone has everything to do with that. Like, yeah, tendons. You get when a tendon hurt, yeah, that's gonna be that way for a while, homie. I'm just gonna let you know that. Yeah, I'm talking about like maybe 6 to 7 months, sometimes longer. Takes a long time to heal. You know what I'm saying? Listen, for a perspective, country, I hurt my tendon last year. It didn't. No, 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 no. I hurt my tendon not last year. I hurt it the year before that. You understand?
Uh huh.
It didn't heal till this year, bro.
Damn.
You understand? Like it didn't really fully resolve until last month. Let's say like, yeah, I don't feel nothing now. No pain, no flare, nothing. I don't feel nothing. That took that long, bro. Basically, it took the better portion of a year for it to finally resolve. There's no pain. If I wanted to do skull crushes, I could. I just won't because, well, I'm not going through that bullshit again. Fuck that. That shit take forever. You know what I mean? But yeah,
that's
like to
crazy.
do a pull up, it's because it's maybe what it is that you do an exercise and all the nutrients and all the protein, all the stuff that rebuilds the muscle, it would sooner go to the muscle than the tendon. That's kind of what I take away from it. That you got muscle fibers, you got muscle bellies, all the shit you eat and all your nutrition and all your shit that you're doing and taking in, they're going to go to the muscles before they would go to the tendons, So maybe that's why the tendons take longer to heal. But all I know is, yeah, you heard a tendon. That's going to take a long ass time to heal, dog. It is. You're going to be feeling that. You can work through it. Don't be a bitch. Don't be a homo. You can work through it, but it's going to take a long time before you don't feel nothing on that tendon. And some people have it much worse. Some people have tendonitis, tendinopathy, which is worse.
I got tendonitis.
Herb?
I got tendonitis and arthritis at the same time in my wrist.
Shit.
Yeah.
Shit.
Body can be donated to science right now, man. It's just fucking. Yeah. Yo, I told my nephew, I said, yeah, I'm gonna do it next week. I'm gonna do a push. I made a plan to do 1 push-ups. Well, next week I'm gonna do 1 push-up, and I finally got down to do it. Then my wrist, my hand just swelled up over 1 push-up, and I was like, that's it for me. I'm finished. I'm done.
Yeah. Well, that's like that. That there are, because I hate pills, bro. I really do. I fucking hate pills.
I got like 50 bottles of pills right now. I'm like fucking science. Everything I do with a doctor's appointments. I got a doctor's appointment in the morning at 8:00. That's all I do. Go to the doctor.
There's ways to combat inflammation over time, because there are literally things that you eat that if you made them part of your diet, you would literally get inflamed less. Because inflammation is a bitch wherever in the body it pops up. You got an inflamed tooth, you got tooth pain basically, because everything's puffing up, everything's swelling and pressing against each other, and it's like that anywhere in the body that like you got that inflammation, that shit just gonna hurt. How do you get that shit to go away without popping a whole heap of fucking Advil? Because you don't want to do that. It tears up the lining of your stomach. How do you get it to go away? And there's shit that you could eat, like beets. I'm not a big believer in supplements. Like I believe that, look, if you're saying that beets are good for fighting inflammation, then eat the fucking beets. Because supplements, you can't rely on supplements. Like to this day, I think the whole industry is a fucking scam. Because you can't hold them to nothing. It'll say, yeah, this beetroot supplement has 10 million milligrams of beet that'll beat your ass. And you take it and nothing happens.
Yeah.
Nothing happens. You take that bullshit, and man, you the same as you was. You just got gel tabs in your stomach. That's the only real difference. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I believe you need to eat the shit. Like, all right, the shit does the then I'm gonna eat that shit. You know?
I used to see some guys like working out Jews when I was locked up, and they upper body's right, but then they neglect their legs, and their legs are kind of like small like Wilder's, and then they
Mhm.
get on the bench press and trying to press this heavy shit like 400 or 400 and some change or whatever, and then their fucking little legs will start shaking, and then some
Yeah.
have to come and hold their legs down. I was like, what kind of fucking workout is that?
Yo, no, because you know what the shit is. You know, and they ain't got a leg press in the jail. They ain't got a leg press in there for y'all to use. So the only thing you can really do to work your legs is squats.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all. Like that's the one you could fashion at. Yeah, you could take that same barbell and position it so you could squat it. Cause of it, you ain't got a leg press in there. You ain't got a leg extension, leg nothing, homie. So
Hey,
you got to do that.
you know what else crazy that happened in prison too? They was having a weightlifting competition. Guy was swatting with something crazy. The guy that was behind him was spotting him. The guy that was swatting ended up shitting himself. And then the guy that was swatting him, his eyes rolled up in his head. And that shit was hilarious. You see both of them going back to the dorm walking slow with their heads and like we are in the competition, man. That shit was hilarious.
Yo,
Oh my
B.
God. Can you
You know,
imagine?
and yeah, like as you get older, you gotta hit the I made it a point that like who was it? Damon Wayans said that shit recently. That his blood sugar was crazy. He
What?
said that shit. Yeah, it was Damon Wayans. He said recently, yo, his blood sugar was nuts, right? Like his whole insides is crazy. So he turned it all around. And he said he did it with leg exercises, leg presses, pressing heavy too. Got to press heavy because the shit is, people don't think of a muscle as being an organ, but it kind of is. If you ain't got that muscle tissue in there, it's easier for you to get high blood sugar. Yeah, it's easier. It's easier for you to get high blood pressure. It's easier for you to need insulin at the doctor because these are all things that your muscles normally regulate if you got them. And one of the best regulators of a lot of shit in your body, believe it, more than your arms, more than your chest, more than your back, is your motherfucking legs. That is the biggest. That's your ass and your legs, basically, because it's a whole thing of muscle right there. It's a huge family of muscles right there, waiting for you to use them. And he said that the way he's able to turn all that shit around was by doing heavy leg presses. Damon Wayans, man. Because he an older cat now too. You know, Damon and them dudes is up there now, man. Keenan, Damon, shit. Even Marlon is up there now.
Your blood sugar be swimming in stroke numbers.
For real. You know what I'm saying? That's why when I hit them bitches, man, I'm up to 6 plates and I'm going to chill there for a month and a half. I'm going to chill there. Really 12 plates. It's 6 on either side. And I'm going to chill there I know I could do more, but I want to do them safely and with control. Like, yeah, I'm legs. Yeah, I hit them bitches hard, man. You got to hit them bitches hard. Save your ass.
Even the dog agrees.
For real, yo. You know what I'm saying? That's the real shit. Like, can't not hit legs, man. You gotta hit them shits, man. Be out here looking like Wilder. Can't throw a jab right because you standing on 2 bar stools and shit. Can't throw a jab right. Can't pivot right. Nah, Wilder's crazy because Wilder had the upper body, but yo, that dude legs look like 2 motherfucking. His
Some
legs look like
breadstick.
his leg look like the incense after you put it out. His legs look like the fucking incense after you put that shit out. You're like, yo, you wildin' Wilder. Like, come on, man. You get some squats or something, dog. Like, you know what I mean? Real shit, man. That shit is important. Hit
Like,
them shits.
the only thing I considered as exercise for the maybe the last 10 years was sex. That's the only
No,
that's the only exercise that I got. That's the only exercise I got for the last 10 years was just sex.
Oh shit. I mean, that's good cardio. That is good cardio. Get your heart rate up.
It's exercise. And But you know what's crazy though? Because sometimes I have to deal with some women, like, maybe slimmer. A lot of chicks I dealt with couldn't take any peen, and so I'm struggling with these bitches right now. I'm like, why the fuck do I feel like I just after I'm supposed to feel good and relaxed after this? I feel like I just came from the fucking gym wrestling with this little bitch who can't take no peen. I look like that shit had me pissed off, Jules.
Motherfucker felt like he catching Pokemon. Like, come here,
Yeah.
Pikachu. Shit.
I'm
Trying to put this dick inside you.
Then you suck dick like a woodpecker with a headache. I'm like, I just get. I'm done.
I'm gonna say that some bitches just don't got no spirit for sucking dick, man. Like some bitches are just horrible at that shit. Like you shouldn't even be doing this shit.
Right?
I know, man. Especially if they don't know what they're doing, and next thing you know, you start feeling the teeth in there too a little bit. You're like, wait.
Not just that, but like the motion, like you don't want me to come? Is that what what the fuck
Right.
is this? It feel like I'm doing my taxes. What the fuck is this? What the fuck is going on? What the fuck you doing? You know what I'm saying? For real shit, man. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, man. Tomorrow's my rest day. I ain't gonna do nothing. I'm gonna just eat. That's what I do on my rest day. I just eat, dog. Eat, sleep, and recover. Cause I'm gonna hit that bitch again on Wednesday and Thursday. So we need rest. You know what I mean? I'll be focusing on that shit, man.
That's the key to everything, man. Rest.
Yeah, honestly. It don't work if you don't. Honestly. The only guys who can afford to not rest is literally the dudes on steroids. Like, yeah, they don't need rest because the shit they taking is keeping them in a perpetual state of recovery. So whatever they do, it's gonna work. And I would say it's nothing wrong with taking steroids if that's the route you want to go. I don't see nothing wrong with it. Where it becomes wrong is you got fitness influencers that's telling you, yo, if you do this, no, that's not why that shit worked. That shit worked because your ass is on TRT, motherfucker, because you on Trimbo. That's why that shit worked. Motherfucker, you could sneeze and grow muscles. How much shit you on? That's where the shit is wrong. You know what I mean? But generally, if you a regular cat, you trying to beef up a little bit and all of that, always it's gonna take time. That's the first thing. And it don't work if you don't rest. It won't work. All you gonna do is get hurt. That's it. You gotta rest.
Even when you're sick, rest is the key to everything.
Yeah, you gotta rest. You gotta recover. If you got bronchitis and shit like that, bro, you better sit there, ride that fever out, and drink a whole heap of water and rest. Otherwise, it ain't gonna work. You're gonna be here a while if you don't rest. You know what I'm saying? Yo, motherfucker said Wilder built like a praying man. Yeah, he was, yo. Motherfucking testosterone, all you need because body cut production. Yeah, and that's if you get older. Like you could go get your levels checked and see if you need something. Some people do, some people don't. Diet also helps. Certain shit you eat, keep your testosterone up. Certain shit you do, keep your testosterone up. But generally, like, yeah, if you getting older and you want to feel that boost, you want to feel good like you did when you were young, that little kick in the ass and that ability to do things, yeah, TRT is an option. That's becoming more and more normal. TRT, like, yeah, in small doses. You ain't got to go crazy and get Trenbo and shit like that. You get some TRT, you'll be right. You know what I'm saying? Recovery takes 3 times longer in your 40s. Shit sore all the time. Well, I'll say this. With the exception of my injury, and it's not even that bad, to be honest. Like, it's not, I don't want to make it sound worse than what it is. Like, if I move a certain way, it'll hurt a little bit. I'm generally not sore all the time. Generally, I'm not. Like, nah, I'm not. Thank God. Not, could be water. I don't know. Could be coffee. Because those are 2 things I take in a lot. A lot of water, a lot of coffee. I do drink a lot of fucking coffee. But I feel fortunate. This is starting to resolve. This already resolved. You know what I mean? My legs, no pain. Back, no real pain. Not really. No real pain.
Yeah.
But yeah.
You see all the content creators eating off of 50 and Clarissa? That's all I see on my timeline.
Oh, yeah, because, yo, listen, I did just a few videos on that. I didn't even spend time on it, but I could tell you them content creators is getting paid. The metrics for that, they lovely. The metrics for but it's just that there's nothing more to say about this shit. You know what I mean? Like they milking it and they getting money. Credit to them. If you can milk it, because that's how YouTube is. You know, like you got to get your money where it is. But I don't think there's anything else to add to that unless he says some new funny shit. Like, yeah, there's not a whole lot to add to that. You know, he posted that picture of her looking crazy when she was young.
They said he was supposed to be part in Street Fighter, and 50 got it. That's what the beef started. Her hairline did look like it too in that picture.
Yo, listen, B, like it's that she too easy, you know what I mean? Like, yo, it's too easy to cut ass on her. Like, it's too easy. It's almost wrong. Like, you almost feel bad. Like that. I think he overdid it with that shit. I did it because I love you.
I've seen that movie too growing up. That's when
I think I did too. I did too. You a tyrant, bitch.
That shit, it was just so timely. That's what made it so funny. He did it.
The shit was perfectly executed.
Yes, that's what I'm like.
Me, love you. You a tyrant, bitch. Your country.
Take your
greasy ass
back to the country. I'm gonna kick your ass.
I'm gonna kick yo. And it's like the shit was made like that.
It was made for them.
Shit was perfect, dog. Like you couldn't have put that shit better, dog. You could have put it together better.
When I first saw it, I thought it was the real movie. I'm like, wait, that guy looks like Goose a little bit. That's how it was.
This shit, dog. The shit fit too good. And the shit is that they not gonna last. You know what I mean? Him and her, they not gonna last. The question is, will there or won't there be a baby? And I think, after this Cruz fight, because it ain't nothing to do, I thought about it. After this Cruz fight, I know what's going on away from the cameras and shit like that. I'm gonna get $2 million every fight. No, you not. You said that so that MVP will have to pay you $2 million, except they not gonna do that because they just told your ass, you the A side, you make the offer. You the A side, you Clarissa Shields, you make the offer. For because they got Jadeja, Savannah, and all of them over. You the A side. How the fuck we gonna make you the offer? You make the offer. She got mad.
There was no money.
It ain't no money. So Bung, if you think about it, you doing this fight with Franchon, and I don't got nothing against Franchon neither, but bro, ain't nobody checking for that fight.
Yeah, right.
Nobody checking for that fight. Like, you got to be real. Like, ain't nobody nothing off of that fight. So what you gonna do after that? Because there ain't nobody up there. There's nobody up there. She could get to 68, Herb. She could. Yeah, she could. Because what you carrying? That's fat and water. That's not muscle. That's fat and water. You could burn that. You don't want to. You don't want to is the shit. You don't want to. You want to keep that. You like having a big ass, and you want to stay with a big ass for Pat. So I figure she gonna get pregnant after this, homie. That's what you gonna get pregnant after this.
I don't think Pat gonna do it.
If she pokes some holes in the dog, it's a lot of ways she can make that happen, homie. She's that kind of broad. She give him a blowjob, keep that shit in her mouth, and put that shit right in her shit.
It's gonna be crazy because then your child gonna be related to Remy's child, and then y'all gonna have to deal with each other on some kind of,
But she dysfunctional like that. You think all this shit to her, right? Having 50 make fun of her, Remy talk. This shit seems cool to her because she a country joint kind of like. You got to think of her like, yeah, you kind of a country joint. You ain't like a down south type joint per se, but you is like a little bit like on some country type shit.
Yeah, you fall from a city slicker.
You know what I'm saying? Like you drink Flint water.
Bathe in Flint water.
That's already that's already wild right there.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? How the fuck you from somewhere where you can't drink the water? Are you from the United States? You know what I mean?
Well,
So, I just figured that because she don't got a lot to do, it's not a lot of bodies up there. You gonna tell the girls, yo, I'm the A side, you gotta come up to see me. But because you not paying nothing, they not gonna do that. It's always gonna come down to the money, her. If
mm,
you not paying nothing, they not gonna do that. They not
MV,
gonna do that.
MVP ain't got a stable full of heavyweight cans for you to knock around, so that's out of the question.
Exactly that. If what you thought was, yo, let's get out here and perpetrate this fraud. Let's say they give me 2 mil every fight, so that MVP has to give me my minimum. Yeah, that ain't gonna happen. They not doing that. Fuck you think they gonna kick out 2 mil for your ass? Look, man, listen. They not doing that. It's a bluff. And who the fuck is Win Records, fam? Who the fuck even is that? You should have just said, look, I re-signed to Salita. Because that's what you did. You re-signed to Salita.
That's a front for some drug dealing.
Bro, I don't even think that's probably just her cousins. That's Pap's cousins. Like, yo, they just bought some shades at Kohl's. Like, let's do a video. They bought wild shades and fitted caps at Kohl's. Like, yo, let's shoot a video, man. We got this. I know what we gonna do.
We gonna put this check up. Then we gonna,
Right? Motherfucker went to the publisher's clearinghouse shit. Yo, let me get a big ass check. It's a bank on it. What bank even is that, fam? You know what I'm saying? Like even in a novelty size check, right? No, obviously it's not a real check that you take to the check cash in place. No, I know, but it's still a real bank written on it. You could go to the publisher's clearinghouse checks. There's a real bank. It's not a real routing number. No, not a real routing number or account number, but it is a real bank because the publisher's clearinghouse is a real establishment. You look on her shit, bro. What bank? One World Good Bank on the good street?
let me
What
just,
the fuck is that?
Yo, Jules, you ever seen
where you
Semi
get that
Pro?
from? If they exist, I would sue their asses.
For real. Go ahead, Ignacio. What you said?
You ever seen Semi Pro?
Nah, I ain't seen that.
Oh, that shit. There's a scene in that movie where Will Ferrell's the owner of a basketball team, and in order to drum up fucking support and get fans to come out to the games of his basketball team, he does a contest where he has like motherfuckers hit a full court shot for one of them big ass checks. So the dude fucking ends up, this dirty stoner hippie goes out there and he fucking makes the shot, and Will Ferrell's like, yo, you can't give him the check. And the guy who's hosting the contest is like, why not? He won. He made the shot. He's like, because the bank doesn't exist and I don't have this money.
Yo, imagine if Layla would have said, "Yeah, I'll take your check, bitch. Where do I deposit this big ass check?" I wish Layla would have called her bluff a little bit because it's like, yo, y'all can't tell that check. That check is fugazi as her baby hairs. That shit is not real, fam. How the 15 mil? So if you giving Layla 15 mil, right? Just say she took it. What they gonna give you, Shields? They gonna give you 15? What they gonna give you 10, 15? You telling me that you versus how old is Layla? 46, 47? You versus 47-year-old Layla Ali is a what?
A
20 million?
$25 million fight?
Yeah, all right.
Come on.
And we have interest from Dallas Cowboy Stadium. Really? Yeah, Jerry and them.
Yeah, you know where they have it? Is that fucking Frisco training center.
Listen, man, they would have had that shit in a broom closet, bro. Like, get the fuck out of here, fam. That shit. Like, who does all this? Fighters make each other offers all the time, big offers all the time. They don't get publishers' clearinghouse checks and hold conferences. You got all your buddies to sit. Like, yo, we all gonna sit down. We gonna wear these shades from Kohl's, and we gonna make it look good. The bitches is all dressed up in the background. They Harlem shaking in the background. Like, yo, what is this goofy ass shit? Goofy ass shit. fuck is y'all doing? Yeah, I mean, but like, hey, man, get the fuck. She country as shit, man. Like, and she really thought that shit looked good. She got dressed up, did the makeup,
Yeah.
put on the whole production, all the war paint. You did all that to show us this fake ass check. All right, okay. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
Shit as well, B.
wow. Well, she's getting attention now. So hey,
Yeah, she getting the wrong attention now though. They cutting ass. Like I thought I was cutting ass on her. Some of these channels is I
but
just seen a bunch of videos just now. Motherfuckers cutting ass on her still.
Are they murking her?
Oh yes,
yeah,
worse than
yeah,
yeah,
she
because
said,
they getting personal with her country is the difference between a lot of the criticisms that I've had, most of them center around boxing.
Right.
Every so often we'll get left field a little bit, like this and that, but yeah, it's mostly boxing that your titles is vacant, your division is empty, shit like that. These motherfuckers is just outright making fun of her, like like they just making fun of her, like
she had the nerve. She had the nerve to say that 50 was not successful when he first at what he did when he first came out. He wasn't successful. I'm like 50 got fucking over 2 billion streams on Spotify. He got a diamond album. How the fuck is he not successful when what he
I
did?
didn't, dog, I seen that and I didn't even like like bitch, are you deluded? Like that. You could like that dude, you could not like that dude, but that dude is successful, though. He don't gotta make music no more. You understand that? You gotta keep boxing. Cause if you stop boxing, what the fuck you gonna do? You gotta keep boxing. That dude ain't gotta keep making little raps and shit like that. He getting producer money, movie money. In that position, you kind of better off than the actors is because the actors get old. The actors stop getting roles after a while. Why? Because you got old. You was the hot bitch. You're not the hot bitch no more. You was the Casanova before. You're not the Casanova. You start losing your hair. You ain't Casanova no more. Shit like that. Where's the producer, the writers, the people that put the projects together? That's the seat that I would want to be. I don't want to be an actor. I don't want to be in front of the camera. I want to be behind the camera.
Yeah, and fucking and when you his diamond album, one song off his diamond album off that Get Rich or Die Trying, one song will destroy Papoose whole catalog.
Honestly,
One song,
many men wish
will,
death upon me.
one
Blood man, I
one
can't.
one song off of that album would destroy Fabulous whole category. Fabulous made decent music, but 50 was still destroying when it comes to making club bangers.
Yeah, but you know what the shit is? There's a culture component in that shit. And I'm gonna say that I agree with all of that. Like Fab, you was a great mixtape artist because you always put out some great mixtapes. That's what you was the mixtape guy. But on this
Yo, Jules,
legit
but before he put on Get Rich or Die Trying,
albums,
50 was dropping mixtapes too.
yeah, but obviously he grew out of that.
Well,
Obviously.
yeah, eventually he got signed.
Did Fab? No. Pap? Fuck out of here. Yo, Jim Jones, and I'm not a hater, but like Jim Jones at the very most, you was sidekick kind of guy. You not a flagship. You not a front man kind of guy. You a sidekick. Like your shit was balling when you
Yeah, I don't like.
you know that.
Yeah, that motherfucker has a couple of songs and that's
I don't
it.
even like that dude.
I'm gonna be like, I'm from Harlem, so it's gonna seem weird, but I never liked the Dipsets. I was always a Locks guy. If you see me walking down 8th, odds are it's Locks in my shit. Odds are, yeah, it's Locks in my shit.
A lot of people from my projects in the Polo Grounds didn't like them neither. They chased them out of the rucker a time or two as well.
I heard about that shit. They got chased out of there. I heard about that shit.
The guys in my project wasn't playing that shit.
You know what I'm saying? That I remember Jewels used to be on, this is before he blew up. He used to be over there on 151st between Broadway and Amsterdam. He used to be over there. He used to be slanging over there. You know what I mean? Cam, you could always bump into Cam somewhere in the hood. One time I bumped into Cam on 144th and Broadway. Another time it was all the way down there on Lenox. primarily used to be down there on Lennox. It's like you could always bump into Cam in the hood.
Yeah.
Jim,
ever
I
bump
never,
into
I never
Flavor
saw
Flav?
Jim. Nah, I never bumped into Flavor Flav. I never saw Jim. That obviously, like, I never bumped into him. That doesn't mean he wasn't there, but I never saw Jim personally. I never bumped into him.
Yo,
My
Jules,
man
you know
gave
what I
Cam
found out
a
about
CD
Cameron?
that
That
he
was a
made.
trip.
Cam chucked that shit. I said, yeah, I told you gotta step. You gotta upgrade your style, Raz. I'm telling you that.
Great your shit, yo. Go ahead, Ignacio.
I found out a couple of months ago that Cameron's grandmother is the lady who made the chicken spot that's world famous in Harlem, Sylvia's.
Yeah, Sylvia's.
I was like,
And you
oh
know,
shit.
that Sylvia blew up. Like Sylvia had like she had merchandise, like
Yeah, food on
Sylvia's beans and shit. She had all type of
collard
shit in
greens.
supermarkets.
Cam's on the shelves. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if she still got that shit, but I remember 02, 03, because I used to work at D'Agostino's. 02, 03, yeah, it had Sylvia's beans, Sylvia's this, Sylvia's that, all
Yeah.
in the supermarket.
They fell off though, Julie, because they right there by the polo ground, so we eat there frequently. And after they went to a new ownership, the food kind of fell off. When she blew up and got mainstream and started putting her shit on shelves, she left the restaurant, and somebody else started owning, and the food kind of like
Yeah.
fell off and shit. So she
Yeah,
did
but
make.
you know that's how the shit is. It's kind of like I remember, and you gonna remember this. You remember when Gap first took off? Like
Yeah,
we talking about a long time ago, 90s. Like when Gap is like, yo, that's the new exclusive shit, yo. The
Yeah.
fucking Gap.
Gap
And
hoodies.
it right? And then everybody start wearing the shit, and Gap really, really blow up. And I like, now this shit is not. It's just some shit. It's
Then
just some other shit.
they said, "Fuck it, let's come up with Baby Gap."
But that shit did blow up though. Like high key, that shit did. Baby Gap, or bitches went crazy off it. Baby Gap.
Oh shit!
Oh shit! Get the Similac.
Come on, Raleigh, we out.
You know what I'm saying? For real. But yeah, like I was always more of a Locks guy, man. Always. Like I always fuck with Cam. I had every Cam album. But I didn't like Jewels and Jim and all.
You didn't like
double rhyme-
Freaky Ziggy?
That double rhyme and shit, saying the same word twice and shit. Hey,
Yeah, I like a bitch with big breasts on her chest, not flat, looking like somebody stepped. Man, get the fuck out of here, man.
yeah, I didn't like those guys like that. I didn't know.
Fucking garbage. I was always more of a Locks guy. That's when I knew. Motherfuckers was wilding. Remember when they did the verses? I said that shit. I'm like, yo, if you talking about New York, you talking about a New York crowd, right? This gonna be in New York in front of a New York audience. I'm telling you right now, the Locks gonna cook them. Yeah, they gonna cook them.
Wow.
Dipset was always, let's say, more bubblegum. More commercially viable than the Locks. But if you talking about, yo, you gonna do this verses in front of a New York crowd in New York, oh yeah, the Locks is gonna cook them. The Locks, all them New Yorkers gonna know them Locks on. Yes, they are. This is the Black Mighty. Oh my God, the memories, bro.
I think that Dipset could have put up a better fight. If Cam would have done a lot of his single songs off the Purple album, off the Pink, that Come Home With Me and all that shit, they could have done a little better.
But Come Home With Me wasn't Dipset is the problem. Dipset didn't even exist. You talking about Cam shit, like that's Cam shit.
That's and shit like that.
Yeah, like that's it. Like if he would have did shit off of SDE, let me know. Yeah, that shit would have been lit. But
right.
that's not. Dipset.
But now I bet you see Styles P did I Get High? High did his solo. So if you're a part of a group, you can definitely do a solo project song to present it as a
and that was a solo album too. That was off his solo shit too, low key though. Because that wasn't from a Locks album. That was from Gangsta and the Gentleman is where that shit was from. So yeah, he could have. And that would have saved them.
Yeah. If Cam had done Losing Weight, I think the crowd would have gone crazy.
Cabbage and all kinds of classics and shit.
Moist and Cabbage. Mamacita, we gonna rise to the top. Shit
You
like
know
that.
who I fuck with nowadays though, Jules? I fuck with Benny the Butcher and Conway the Machine.
Mm, mm.
You know, Conway the Machine said life was trying to Golovkin me. I said, whoa. I said, whoa.
Good luck.
Nigga said life trying to Golovkin me. I said, wow.
Oh
Yeah,
shit, B.
those are my
So does that mean life was whooping his ass?
Yeah, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? But nah, man. But now it ain't nothing on the radio, man. It ain't nothing on the radio. It's nothing. It's Megan Thee Stallion. Somebody did a reel. Somebody did like a reel, like an Instagram reel, like one of them TikTok shits. And he was like making fun of the bitches that they always singing about they pussy. My pussy, my pussy, my pussy. Yeah, that's
take me to there.
yeah. I was like, yeah, that's right. Because what's Ice Spice talking about? What's Megan talking about? What the fuck is Cardi
Ass.
talking about?
Ass.
Right?
Ass.
A wet pussy. That's what they got, man.
That's it. Like that's the album. I put all y'all albums should just be called My Pussy because that's all y'all talking about. Y'all ain't got nothing to talk about.
That's all they got.
You gotta give Lizzo. That's why you gotta kind of give Lizzo points for style. That's
She makes good music.
Yeah,
He makes good, feel good music. And I heard her live on Saturday Night Live one night. That shit sounded amazing. Just the bass.
yeah.
And audio.
I give her credit for her. I kind of want to give Doja because I know that Doja is actually classically trained, very good. Like she's good at a lot of things. But you another My Pussy artist. Like, well, come on, like you singing about your ass.
You know that's where the money at though right now.
Yeah. And that's what makes it monotonous. Like that's why look, rap is basically dead. Y'all killed it with that shit. There's no nuance anymore. Like they gonna get a fat butt, red bone bitch out here, and she gonna sing about her pussy lips, and that's the album.
That's it. And a butthole brown. That's it.
I mean, like this been like you had Foxy Brown, and you had Lil Kim. And Rodeka was actually pretty good.
Yeah, exactly.
But she didn't sing about her pussy enough. Like she did.
No, she actually rhymed. That's why nobody paid attention to her.
It was good.
And then you had what was that bitch? Emil was just fucking ugly. Like
big face. He had a big face like Tony.
That bitch face looked like she was having an allergic reaction to some shit. Like, what's going on with that bitch?
But the beauty of it all, though, Jules, is that when you do go to any kind of battle or any kind of thing with 50, you get more views, more money, more publishing. Because Jada Kiss said when he battled 50, he made $1 million battling 50 on mixtapes. And
I mean, like he was buzzing, and like one thing you got to give 50 is a lot of guys did not stay relevant throughout these years. He did. A lot of I was a big Redman guy when I was a kid, but Redman not relevant no more. Nah, he not relevant no more. I had Memphis Bleak first shit. Memphis Bleak is money. Memphis Bleak money. Hold a shot, call a blunt, smoke a high. I had it. Not relevant no more. Ja Rule not relevant. Like a lot of guys with 50. Nah, throughout all of that, throughout all them eras, that dude stayed relevant in some way, shape, or form. He did.
Yeah. He don't have to become a podcaster to eat like the rest of these guys.
Because you see how it's like the podcast, like Jim Jones got a podcast.
Yeah.
Jim, I didn't want to hear 16 tracks of your ass. You think I want to hear an hour of your ass? Just no.
What you mean you don't want to hear him, Mano, and Fabulous?
Tony Yayo and Uncle Murder's coming out with a podcast now.
You a man, yo? That's Tony. But Tony got some stories though, so I might listen to that.
Tony tells some funny ass stories though.
I listened to Uncle Murder's 2025 wrap up for the year he does every year. You hear it yet?
Yeah, I ain't hear his shit for last year. Nah.
You hear it? It dropped on New Year's, but I listened to it. It's not. He left a lot of things out basically.
Yeah,
because he sucks. The one that came out with that was Skills.
This year wasn't too hot.
from Virginia,
It would
and
be
he
like
stole
4
that
points.
shit from him.
Honestly, yeah, because that was the first dude I seen doing that. The dude from VA was the first dude that was doing years ago too.
Yeah,
His
Skills
name
did that
what's
shit
his
for
name?
years, and then this Uncle Murder
And they
motherfucker
had a little
stole it
beef
from him.
too. Him and Uncle Murder was beefing and shit about the shit.
But I'll tell you what, that Uncle Murder always, it was always an Uncle Murder line. I'm talking about 20 years I done had this bar in my head. Cause when you in the light, if they ain't hating on you means you ain't doing it right. It's like, yo, that shit hit hard, me. Like, you know what? He's fucking right. He's fucking right. Uncle Murder. I remember Uncle Murder, man. I ain't heard that name in a minute.
Yeah. Him and
But that's what, but even 10, 15, 20. Yeah, the rap was good, man. It was, man. Now
that's why I still listen to it. I don't listen to a lot of this shit here.
it's still good, man. Like now, I wouldn't know who to listen to. Like who I'm gonna listen to? What, Tekashi's 77, 57, 357? Tekashi? I don't even know what the fuck that shit. Like, why is his name Tekashi? He not Japanese. He Puerto Rican.
He Mexican and Puerto Rican mix, I think.
Yeah, like I don't. How is he Tekashi?
Walking Jake out there to get his jaw broken, shit.
I just don't understand. Like what is going on? Like what is
That's
happening?
what happened to Jake, because if he's a little snitch, he should have had his jaw broke and wide so he couldn't tell. So now bringing Jake to the ring, it reversed and jumped on Jake. Jake got his jaw broken, plays ahead.
Got his shit all wired up and shit. You see, that's what you get hanging out with that motherfucker. Now your shit is crazy.
Yeah, walking.
You know what I'm saying?
Walking there with a dude that's talking to the wire.
Yo, Jules, did you see the video that someone put earlier today about these fans?
Entertainment, man. Showbiz is something else, man.
These fans in Vegas were at a casino and they ran into fucking Adrian Broner, and that motherfucker was begging for alcohol.
Yeah, I see. He was standing by the cash register.
Yeah.
But everybody knew that was. Everybody knew, that's where Broner gonna end up, man.
Oh, we need panhandling for liquor, right?
Yeah,
put some liquor in the cup and come on over here and holler at me.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody knew, bro. Everybody knew. And that's probably gonna be Javante too, high key. Like, bro, I see it. Yeah, I see it. You remember when I knocked out Leo Santa Cruz? Yeah, I see it. You know what I'm saying? On that note, I'm going to sleep. I see y'all motherfuckers on the
You remember when he beat Rolly?
Remember when I beat Rolly? Remember when I knocked out Rolly?
Shit, I country.